to Saturday stream. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. I got my hair done. What do you guys think? It may not show as much in camera right now, but I got it cut. And I also got it dyed. I got dark brown at the roots and then red copper all the way the rest of it. So, how does it look, guys? Got them dead ends cut off. It's a little shorter, but I can still put it in a ponytail. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I feel like I'm in a Suave commercial or something, or yeah. I like it though. I like it. Yeah, of course it's curled right now, so it's going to be a tad bit longer when it's not curled, but it was like down to here just about. Yeah, so yep. Got the hair done, got the makeup on, and all that stuff. Hello and welcome, guys. Welcome. We've got Marlon here. Welcome. We've got Ferris, we've got Hammer, and we've got Noberto Gaming. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. And if you guys check right over there, I remembered which way to point this time. We've got Bill Roz as top donator from yesterday's stream. Thank you so much, Bill, for being top donator. I think it's William Rodriguez. But thank you. Thank you so much. And welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm going to keep doing this with my mouth probably all day today, because I feel like that stitch that's down there is in my gum, and I want to get it out so bad, but I also don't want to pull the stitch out, so. Today was like the first, I was saying first and official together. First official day I was actually able to eat on both sides of my mouth today. I had a burger. I had salad. It was nice. I put you on Do Not Disturb. Shh. Do not disturb. Shh. Do not disturb. Alright, so. But yes, welcome. And guys, look what I went and picked up anymore. Look what I picked up today. But of course, I'm not playing it today because I just picked it up. I literally got home maybe like 30 minutes ago. So, I got this right here. I'm definitely ready to play it because so many people have been playing it. I'm like, it looks so good. But I don't know if I want to stream it now. I feel like this is going to be like an Assassin's Creed game. And I want to take my time on it. I don't know. And I feel like everybody else is saturating the streams with this game. So I don't know. I have no idea. Get this out of my mouth. Jesus. I feel it like right down here. And what it is it's not even the I can't even think what it's called. The stitching being down there. It's the knot in the stitching. It feels like it's in my gum. And it needs to go somewhere. Anyway. But welcome, guys. Yes, we are going to be playing some more Shibuya Scramble because this game is amazing. And I am excited to see what the next thing happens in the story. So we've already played Kano's story. Oh, the other guy starts with an A, I think. And then the other guy, that's the daughter, the father of the two girls that are kidnapped. I had to think about it. So, yeah, that's why we're going to play some more of this, because I'm super interested in seeing what all we can have outcomes and stuff like that. But, hey, Alex, welcome. Spooderman. Yeah, everybody likes Spooderman. So, I guess we'll go ahead and get started into the game. Hope you guys can hear it. I made sure you guys could hear it. Looks good. Alright. Let's go ahead and load the game up. I feel it right there. So, the last thing we got was bad end for Osawa. He, basically seemed like he had a heart attack or something. Both his daughters got kidnapped. Oh, we also did the cat, Tama. Yeah, Achi. Achi was his name. So, we've done Osawa. We've done Tama. Next one we were going to do is this guy, because he's new. He's new. We've never done this guy's character. So basically, if you guys have not been in any of this game, This game is called 428 Shibuya Scramble, and you can get several different endings, and you play so many different protagonists in a certain time frame that one affects the other. So depending on what choices you make could affect someone else's storyline. But you can always go back and change it to make their outcome either better or worse. So we've already played Kano and Achi in the first set. Now we're working on these characters between 11 and 12. Basically, all we know is a girl has been kidnapped. And they asked for like 50 million yen or something like that. I don't remember. But we've already played Tama, we've already played Osawa. Both Tama and Osawa got bad ends. Tama didn't get paid because her boss got taken away. If we keep someone from finding out where her job is, keep the boss from getting taken away, she'll get paid. Osawa, if we can keep his other daughter, I think, from getting kidnapped, he'll be okay. So, but anyway, we're gonna do this character now. And yeah, the kitty costume is cute. She can't take the head off, by the way. Can't take the entire suit off. But we're gonna play Minorikawa. Heck yes! Heck yes. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot completely that I moved my camera. Hold up. I had moved it because of you guys wanting to be able to read some stuff. Okay, that should work. That should be okay. So I'm sorry if it's in the way, but I had to move it for the other game last night and everything. Cute, but doing questionable things, right? Oh yeah, the Dick Diary. The Dick Diary. That was fun too. Alright, so Super Cub 90 raced down Route 246 towards Shibuya. We want to see what this is. A motorcycle produced by Honda with a 85cc engine displacement, a common sight around town, often used by newspaper and postal delivery workers. Many owners are big enthusiasts, sometimes even swapping out parts such as handlebars or mufflers and giving the body a repaint, resulting in fashionable bikes that don't even look like Super Cubs at first glance. So, basically when we come across a blue word, that's going to tell us some information. So it's basically like a dictionary. We also have red ones that let us go back and forth between different protagonists. So the speedometer remained at a steady 60 kph. Pumping the gas harder was no use. This was as fast as the bike would go. Minoru shouted as he sped along. Damn it! I am not letting you die! He jerked the handlebars and blew past a truck on the side. The driver scowled at him as he shot by. You maniac! You trying to get yourself killed? Just the opposite! I'm gonna say Mino. Mino shouted back, I'm saving lives! The stoplight ahead turned red, cutting him off of the intersection. Oh, come on. He had no choice but to slam on the brakes. But his agitation boiled over as he waited for the signal to change again. How long is this thing going to stay red? Hurry up already. He brought the bike up the very edge of the line, keeping the engine rev like a dragster ready to peel out. Not on time is not my dictionary. The light turned red. And Mino's own light turned green at last. He hit the accelerator as hard as he could. Wow, so dramatic. His engine died with a sputter. Huh? Oh, come on. What the hell? Okay, he's off to the side. They can go around him. And there's actually another person on a bike behind him as well. You guys see that? Or walking. But I think they're on a bike, too. His engine died with a sputter. Huh? Oh, come on. What the hell? Car horns blared angrily behind him. In a fury, he pulled his bike over to the side of the road. No matter what he did, the engine refused to turn over. Was the problem with the spark plug or maybe the battery? Whatever it was, he didn't have time to figure it out now. With tears in his eyes, he left his bike, his companion of 10 years, abandoned on the roadside. You can walk that bike! There's such thing as walking the damn thing. But whatever. He was about to break into a run when he saw a taxi dead ahead letting out a passenger. He hurried on to hop into the cab. Just head for Shibuya Station. I'll let you know exactly where to get when we get closer. Taxi driver nodded coolly. Of course, sir. 10 minutes! I need you to get me there in 10 minutes. The driver grimaced. I'm afraid getting there in 10 minutes is a bit. 15 then! Sir, that's still... Look, that's all the time I can afford. Assuming the traffic conditions cooperate, sir, maybe then. I can't make any promises. Mino looked at the driver's ID photo above the fare meter. His name was Hachiaro Kimizuka. He was a middle-aged fellow who looked a little rough around the edges. Mr. Kimizuka, I choose you for this. It's like Pokemon. You could do this. Choose me? Sir, I'm pretty certain we met by chance. Okay, sure. I suppose you could phrase it that way. Anyhow, can we get going? I almost did a hashtag Dick Diary on my retweet. That's hilarious. You should have. But I didn't want you to get in trouble for it. Right. Kimizuka said with a faint sigh. I'll see what I can do. Taxi pulled away at a decent clip. There we go. Mino's frantic journey had started 20 minutes earlier. He had been at home working on an interview piece. So is he a writer, I guess? He clucked his tongue in annoyance as the ringing phone broke his train of thought. Why did someone always have to call right when the words were flowing? If he didn't get it, keep getting interrupted, he could have probably wrapped this piece up in no time. Be quiet! He pointed at the phone as he yelled. I'm writing here. But the shouting did nothing to silence the ringing. He didn't have much choice but to pick it up. Mino speaking. There was no response. Hello? He hesitated, ready to hang up. Was this a prank call? It's me. It's Toyoma. It was Teru Toyoma, the president of Haven Publishing. Oh, what did you want? If this is about work, I'm already booked pretty full. Hey, KJ, how's it going? How are you doing today, KJ? We are playing this game called Shibuya 428 Shibuya Shuffle, and this game is amazing. I put a shuffle. It is Scramble. Oh shit, I gotta change that. I keep wanting to say shuffle. Let's change that. Scramble. Yeah. Update. Yep. And yep, should be updated. Hopefully it will be. Yeah, I hear you clicking. He'd taken work from Heaven Publishing on several occasions, but the pay was hardly competitive. Lately, he'd been turning them down a lot, so he hadn't heard from Tomoya in a while. No, this isn't work-related. Then what do you want? I'm kind of pressed for time here, working on some copy. Mino was in no mood to beat around the bush. It seemed like every conversation he had with Tomoya went like this. You're busy. That's good. Busy's good when you're a freelancer. Tomoya sounded unusually sympathetic. Mina found it off-putting. No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to say his full name. I could say Minori. That would work. Minorikawa. It's just a long name to say. I hear sales have been pretty good on your end, he said cautiously. With this month's 4-star general gossip and all. Okay, so 4-star journal gossip. A magazine focused on private lives of celebrities and politicians. Most of the articles found in the pages are random nonsense, but out of every 100 or so contain actual major scoops, making it a difficult outlet to ignore. It had a small circulation, but for the most part flew under the radar, but once in a while they did land a big scoop and sell like crazy. This month's edition had come with a free scratch card, a gimmick that had moved 100,000 copies with ease. 5 winning symbols in a row wins 1,000 yen. Or 100,000 yen. Was it? A weak, moist sound came through the receiver. A weak, moist sound came through the receiver. Baffled Minori listened more closely. It came again. Then again. Kind of sounded like sobbing. Mr. Tomoya. I thought it was a chick, but okay. Because Tomoya, I think, sounds like a girl's name, but whatever. Yeah, I actually have Spider-Man 2. I went and picked it up today. I had it ready to pick up yesterday. I just didn't have a chance to go get it. So I went and picked it up today. And I'm interested to play it, but I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't stream it just because I want to play it like I do an Assassin's Creed game. Are you crying? There's another soft sob, and then another. What's going on? Where are you? At the office, Tomoya managed. He let out another weak, mewling whimper. What's the matter? It's nothing. I really thought it was a girl. Well, it's gotta be something. Come on, what is it? Tomoya gave no reply. Mr. Tomoya, you still there? Silence. What is it? What happened? Look, doesn't tell me anything. What the hell is going on? How moist, though? Moist. Tomoya squeaked out a drawn-out whine. Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm hanging up now. See, KJ, aren't you glad you have yourself a PlayStation so you can play this game? Aren't you glad you have a PlayStation so you can play this amazing game? Dang, that's moist. Oh my goodness. All games are good, Hammer. All games are good. Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm hanging up now. Minori was about to break the connection when he heard Tomoya murmur. The only thing I can do now is die. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, shit. The taxi lurched into a sudden stop as the driver slammed on the brakes. Ow. Minori pitched forward, his face smacking against the back of the seat in front of him. Kimizuka stuck his head out the window. Careful, buddy, he shouted at someone in the street. You're gonna get yourself killed. Hey, it's Kano. Minori blinked the stars from his eyes and saw a man alongside the cab. The guy grabbed the handle of the back of the door. Please, I need you to let me have this cab. No way. Just who did this guy think he was? Please, I'm begging you here. Look, I'm in a hurry, pal. Get your own cab. I know how ridiculous this must sound, but please, this is really, really urgent. Urgent? Yes, it's a matter of life or death. Please. The guy did look pretty desperate. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with something urgent here, too. Then let me ride with you. I'll pay for the whole affair. My entire future's on the line here. The guy was persistent. Maybe he was telling the truth. But Minori had problems of his own. Sorry, buddy. It's a life or death on my end, too. I gotta look after me and mine. Right. So sorry to trouble you. Finally, the guy gave up and shuffled away. Guess it could have been that much of a life-ending crisis after all. Minori checked his wristwatch. Damn it! That just cost us 5 more minutes. I'll try to make it up, sir, the driver called back. The taxi lurched into motion, the engine quickly revving up to speed. What was that? Once inside the building, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Tomoya would be at the editing department of the 4-star General Gospel on the 4th floor. He got there, however, the door was locked. Type in unlock door. Oh, goodness. Mr. Tomoya! Hey, Mr. Tomoya! He shouted and banged, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minori took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Whoa! The sight as he stepped on the office filled him with horror. Oh no! Minori clutched the side of his head. I'm too late. Oh no, if I'd only gotten here sooner. Bad, and there was no choice for me to make though. Rushed to Heaven as fast as he could, but he didn't get there in time to save Tomoya, and sad to say, it was really kind of Kano's fault. Why does Kano want the taxi back? Check his timestamp 11:10 and the situation might become clear. So, we have to keep Kano from trying to get the cab because that cost him that. No, alright then. Alright. So, I guess now... Should we do Achi or Kano? We really don't know much about what we should do for Achi, though. Should we go to Kano? Which one? Kano? Kano? Everybody's saying Kano? Alright, let's do Kanos. As he wandered through the back alleys, Kano gritted his teeth. Going after the guy on the bike had been a bad judgment call. By the time he got back up into the pedestrian overpass, the man who had thrown the briefcase, because we don't know that word, was almost out of sight. Kano prided himself on being fleet of foot, but he knew, okay, something's weirdly doing weird stuff on the side. It's bothering the crap out of me. But he knew even he would never catch the guy before he disappeared. He followed the culprit as far as the alleyways, but he had lost him completely. All he could do now was hope for one of his colleagues caught the man on the motorcycle. Kuze's voice crackled through the earpiece. Mobile Command Center calling all units. The suspect on the motorcycle has handed off the case to an accomplice in Miyashita Park, another foreigner. For real? Kano murdered? One thing immediately struck him as strange. Why hand the case off to someone else? Why not just escape on the bike? The man who was on the motorcycle dumped the bike and fled on foot. We've retrieved the bike and run the plate, and we've determined it was a stolen vehicle. Whoops. Of course, we know what a stolen vehicle is. Yeah. But we still look at it. We still don't have enough details to positively ID the suspect. The suspect now carrying the briefcase is heading through Daganzaka, also on foot. We've got him under observation. Daganzaka, huh? That wasn't too far from where Kano was now. It looks like we're dealing with a foreign crime syndicate that's familiar with Shibuya. All these white folks up in here. Jeez. All units head to Daganzaka. But do not, I repeat, do not attempt to apprehend the suspect with the case. Let's see where he goes. Kano nodded to himself without knowing more about the crook's M.O. Letting this guy go for now was probably the only right call. I just want you all to know one last thing. Kuze's tone grew more solemn. Whatever happens, I know I can count on each and every one of you. Yeah, all them white folks up in here. Damn. Don't disappoint me. Over and out. Kano had the unsettling feeling that the message had been meant for him. Right. It's now or never. The sudden appearance of the syndicate and the bizarre actions were rapidly moving things beyond the jurisdiction of both MPD and the local police. Mustering his resolve, Kano headed for Dogenzaka. Kano pulled a cell phone out of his pocket. It was Rumi calling. Is Rumi his girl? Can't remember. She knew full and well he wasn't supposed to take private calls when he was working at Case. Maybe it was an emergency. He decided to pick it up. Rumi? I'm sorry. Are you in the middle of something right now? Kinda. Is it an emergency? Well, yeah. So I'm in Shibuya right now, and... Shibuya? Why did she have to be in Shibuya now, of all times? So, my father came down from Nagona all of a sudden. What? Rumi's father, Shizuo, had been staunchly opposed to getting married. Kano had visited his home many times, but the man had never even deigned to meet him. Wait, they weren't married though. I thought he just had a girlfriend. Yeah, he told me he wants to tell you. He wants you to. He told me to tell you he wants to meet with you. What? Now? Kano blurted with the words, and more alarmed than he intended. I told you were busy working, but he said he'd wait. This can't be happening, Kano whimpered to himself. I'm sorry. I know he can be demanding. That's not the issue. Her dad offering to wait made it harder for me to refuse. Alright, Kano said, but I'll have to call you back later, okay? I really am sorry. They are getting married? Well, so that could say that he was opposed to them getting married, meaning they got married already. But it also could mean they are going to get married. So, I don't know. To me, it could go either way. I'll be at the cafe called Le Trek. It's by the train station. Yeah, that music. Hey Waluigi, welcome. How are you doing today? For a long moment, Kano stood in a daze, staring at his phone. As if keeping up with the case wasn't stressful enough. At last he stumbled into motion, but even as he scoured Dogenzaka for any sign of the criminal, his mind remained fixed on meeting with Rumi's dad. There is no way of knowing when he'd be done with his casework today. But he really could not pass up a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get her father's approval for her hand in marriage. Odds are they will not be the only once-in-a-lifetime experience Kano winds up having today. Maybe could slip away for just a bit. There are plenty of detectives still tailing the suspect. 15 minutes or so to meet with Shizuo wouldn't be that big a deal, would it? Alright. Which one shall we do? This is my big chance. I should go meet with Rumi. Or, not right now. I've got to drop the focus. So I don't know why he needed the... I don't know why he needed the cab. Excuse me. I don't know if the cab was for trying to get to Rumi and Shizuru, or because he was already with them.
Been abducted by aliens.
Hey Mario, thank you so much for the host. Welcome to the stream. Or if he needed the cab because he was hanging out with them. And then, oh shit, the suspect showed up. I really need this. So, I mean, it's not like we can't go back and change things. I got 2 A's. I guess we'll go with A. Snarano, decided his future happiness depended on winning over Shizuo. He might not have the opportunity later if the kidnapping case wound up going south. He just had to make sure he didn't linger too long. He was trying to decide the best way to save as much time as possible. Right? Music is nice. Ah, no! That's what it was. He stepped out into the street to flag the cab down. The station wasn't too far away, but it would be faster if he took down a cab. Came to a halt. Careful, buddy, shouted the cab driver through the open window. You're gonna get yourself killed. Looking more closely, Keno saw that there was already someone in the back seat. Well, crap. He hadn't considered that the cab might already be taken. Still, he didn't have time to wait for another one to come along. Kano leaned in close to the back of the door of the taxi. Please, I need you to let me have this cab. Beggars can't be choosers after all. No way, snapped the passenger. He didn't seem like the genial type. Is that right? Please, I'm begging you here. Look, I'm in a hurry, pal. Get your own cab. I know how ridiculous it sounds, but please, this is really, really urgent. Urgent? Yes, it's a matter of life or death. It's not really a matter of life or death. Please. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with something urgent here, too. Let me ride with you. I'll pay for the whole fare. My entire future's on the line here. Sorry, buddy. It's life or death on my end, too. The other guy was technically life and death. I gotta look out for me and mine. Kano could see he was going nowhere. Right. So sorry to trouble you. Kano stepped back in frustration. Taxi sped away. Kano scanned the area looking for another cab. Instead, he spotted a man with a briefcase. You guys know what that means. He's white man, and he's got the briefcase, so... It was struck a dumb luck, but Kano wasn't going to lose sight of him now. He decided to follow. Further along Doggin's Island, in the direction the purpose heading, was where Yamate Dori joined Route 246. Where's 428? Maybe the guy was planning to meet up with a getaway car. No, wait, hold on. If that were the plan, why would the gang have ditched the motorcycle earlier? Kano started tailing the man, racking his brain all the while. The suspect turned down a narrow road. He wasn't leaning towards Yatimura or Route 246 at all, but back towards Shibuya Station. What in the world is going on? Starting to feel like these crooks were messing with the investigation team. Kano radioed Kuze on the wireless. We know what wireless means. Sir, I don't think there's any point in seeing where this guy leads us anymore. That's not your call to make. Keep watching him. Sir, this is a waste of time. That girl might be in danger if... Kano's argument was cut short as he saw the man hand off the case to yet another foreigner. Again? How many times are these criminals going to pull this trick? The detectives broke into two groups to follow both of the men. These white folks need to go somewhere. Kano followed the man with the briefcase, who eventually led back to the area around Shibuya Station. Rumi and Shizu should be waiting for him near a cafe right now. Kano tried to remember her name. That's right, it was called Le Trek. The name of the cafe where college student Ryoko works as a waitress. Did we come across a Ryoko? I don't remember. He kept an eye out for a place by that name as he tailed the target. Before long, he did spot the cafe. Its large plate glass window offered a view of the cozy interior. The sign out front led Le Trek. Looks like this was the place. The man with the case was at the intersection waiting for the light to change. Kano took the opportunity to peer inside. He spotted Rumi right away. She was facing away from him. So the man seated across from her must be your father. Kano realized he'd never seen a picture of him. She grew organic produce up in Nagona nowadays, but until 2 years ago, he had been a detective in the investigation division. Responsible for handling crimes such as murder, kidnapping, and arson. Okay. Rumi looked up at her father as a distinguished police career and always spoke quite highly of him. Kano figured that he might become a policeman. Rumi might appreciate that. It was a simple impulse that led him to join the force. He had also figured that the public servants could stay afloat even if times of recession, that his physical training would serve him in such a line of work. I'm sorry, my jaw is like killing me right now. I don't know why it's being weird. I'm gonna pause this real quick, guys. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'm gonna run downstairs and take an ibuprofen because my jaw is killing me right now. And I will be right back. I'm sorry. I don't want to be in pain while reading this to you guys. So I will be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I think it's because I was actually using this side of my jaw today to eat my food because I was still being very careful about it. But today I was like, I'm eating this fucking burger, you know, and I was just like, bah, 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 bah. And it feels like it's the muscle right here, and maybe because I lack of using it, it just didn't. It was like, whoa, hold on a second, hold on. All right, let's go back. Here we go. Once he was a policeman, he thought he could approach Shizuo with his head held high and ask for his blessing to marrying his daughter. But after Rumi graduated from university, Shizuo had up and retired from police work. Even Rumi didn't know why he made that decision. Kano had traveled to Nagano many times to ask Shizuo for permission to marry her. But the only response he ever got was, "I'm not giving away my daughter to any cop." Kano had never really gotten past the intercom before her father turned him away. Years of the force had nearly made Kano lose sight of what had driven him to become a policeman in the first place. And now, the chance to meet Shizuo face to face had finally come. He peered intently at the cafe. Across from Rumi sat an older man with a grim expression. Just who was this hard-faced fellow? Took a lot to rattle Kano, but this guy looked scary. Could this really be his sweet little Rumi's father? The prospect of meeting him later filled Kano with sudden dread. The man who went into JR Shibuya Station stood before the ticket machine. Looked like he was planning on boarding a train. A scene from a popular movie about a kidnapping sprang into Kano's mind. Where the crook had made off with the ransom money after it was tossed out the window to a train. What if this guy managed to get outside the dragnet and pull a stunt like that? It looks like the suspect is going to board a train, Kano informed Kuze over the wireless. Make sure you stay on his tail. Apparently Kuze still wanted to string the perp along for a bit. We've got the lizards ready to pursue. Police lingo for motorcycle squad deployed to pursue suspects. Okay, so the police squad on motorcycles are called lizards. We'll reestablish our dragnet around whatever station he gets off at. The man punched a ticket from a machine and passed through the gate. Hey Dominique, welcome. Streams every Saturday at 1 p.m. unless I say otherwise. Let's see here. The man purchased a ticket from the machine and passed through the gate. There was no way to tell the station he'd bought a ticket for. Tell what station he bought the ticket for, but it looked like he was heading clockwise along Yamanote line loop. Kano took his prepaid card and made his way through the gate as well. Officers do not actually get free rides on public transport, but flashing their badges as depicted in TV shows and films. Doing so might risk alert of a suspect. For this reason, prepaid cards are provided. Gotcha. The announcement chimes signaled the imminent arrival of a train up on the platform. The man made his way up the stairs, looking calm and composed. He showed no sign of checking for pursuers. Kano hurried after him. The man stopped at the very edge of the platform and waited a train. Not ideal. There was no way Kano could get close without sticking like a sore thumb. The train glided up to the platform. The man gave a quick look around before he stepped on board. Kano followed. Trains on the Yamanote line did not stop for long as they were on their way. Glancing around, Kano noticed the other MPD investigators who had slipped aboard as well. The suspect stood behind the driver's compartment, staring I know that word. Contemplatively at the scenery. Jesus Christ. I cannot say anything. The man's composure only served to rattle Kano more. A man in a gaudy necktie passed Kano talking on a cell phone. Yes, everything is going fine on this end, he said. There's no need to worry. On the other hand, he carried the same sort of briefcase as the man they were tailing. He headed right towards the driver's compartment and stood next to the suspect. What now? That's not suspicious. Yes, I did get a haircut and a recolor today. Do you like it, Dominique? Do you like it? Kano leaned his head I know these words. Subtle. It's subtle. Subtly. I can't even say it when I know it's subtle. It's so hard to read some words sometimes, and I know what it is. Straining to make out what he could of the phone conversation at the end of the car. Yes, of course. 225 pages are fully proofread. The Article 225 of the Penal Code of Japan, kidnapping for profit and kidnapping for ransom, according to 225, is a policeman shorthand for kidnapping. That was police jargon for kidnapping. Was this guy in cahoots? I like that word. With the kidnapper? Maybe the criminals had planned to swap briefcases. Kano watched his newcomer like a hawk. But rather than making contact with the suspect, the man turned around and strolled back the way he came. He hadn't done anything suspicious at all. Yes, right. Understood. Kano stole a glimpse at the man's face as he passed. He stopped and looked at Kano, seemingly aware that he was being watched. What? Kano decided to stare him down, look away nonchalantly. Okay, I feel like, I don't know, looking away might signify that you were doing something wrong. But maybe he wants to get in a fight if we stare him down. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking stare him down just because I feel like if you look like you're doing something wrong, they might think that you're doing something wrong. Yes, I've got these. These are really good. Takis Fuegos. They're good because they're hot and they make me want to eat like a bunch of these. Eat these and then drink a lot. I don't have no sugars though. It says 1 sugar. And that's probably just from the chili or whatever. But it will definitely make you drink water. These are, like I said, it's made by Barcel. Takis Fuegos. And it's a hot chili pepper and lime tortilla chips. And it's supposedly extreme hotness. And they look like little, like this. And they are pretty hot, but they're good. Because I got a hint of lime to them. And it'll make you drink fucking water. Oh, I like them. The lime gives it a little sweetness to the hot. I'm gonna open up this water. Does it taste help with the pain? Might make me think of the pain on my mouth being on fire versus the pain in my jaw. Gets my mind on something else. Okay, I'm gonna stare him down. Kano decided to stare him down. Ah, my apologies, the man said. He shut his phone with a click. You know it's rather rude to talk on one's cell phone when you're on a train. That's just common decency. The man affected a smile and headed back to the car from which he'd come. Sheesh. Guess I overreacted. Huh! Look at that shirt. It's so cute. You gotta stop staring at everyone. An oddly dressed passenger murmured to Kano's ear. Blend into your surroundings somewhere. Ah! It's his friend! Oh my goodness! Sasayama, when did you get here? His partner had somehow found him and changed his disguise. Or found time to change his disguise. The steely expression on his face was at odds with his anime nerd get-up. Kano had seen Sasayama disguise himself as plenty of things throughout the years. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we gotta look at this. quite rare for Sasayama to actually wear a suit. On rare occasions when he does, he's walking around the halls and precinct. He frequently goes unrecognized. Here are some of his costume changes. Oh my god, was that one? Oh, what's his name? Oh, there's this one character, you guys. I have to show you later. What is his name? No, no, no! Hold on. Oh my gosh, what is his name? Is this him? Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I've got to show this to you guys. It's so great. I think this is him. I think this is him. I'm sorry. I just thought about this and it made me... So the last one... can I pause that? This is for train stakeouts. That's the nerd one. Sunglasses, tragic expression disguise for stakeouts at the docks. Let's coworkers know behind find so not mistaken for the real thing. Handcuffs and sleeves. Arrest crooks while practicing discipline. For nighttime stakeouts, hardcore material. Emphasis, bulginess in final version. Plenty of exposure. Oh shit. Okay, so real quick guys, I've got to show you this. I don't know if I can show it to you, to be honest though. I'll show it to you later at the end. I'll show you guys at the end. It's too funny though. Too funny. Too funny. I'll show you guys at the end. Anyway. Magician, samurai, and astronaut to name a few, but this one was a new extreme even for him. When he first joined the force, Kano had found Sasayama's costuming antics amusing, wondering where he managed to find his outfits, but lately his quirk had become tedious. Makes me think of the cop from Reno 9/11. I gotta show you. I'll show you what it makes me think of at the end of the stream. You guys have to remind me though. Just say, hey, what was it you were going to show us? So. You like the ocean? Huh? Never mind. Sasayama pulled out a bottle from his breast pocket. Drink this while you can. Guessing you hadn't eaten. Huh? What's that? The least I could do. He handed Kano the bottle and slipped away into his next compartment. A burning hammer! He pulled an all-nighter and hadn't eaten, so he's got to have something. He took a sip. Whatever it was bland. It almost didn't taste like anything. Just like Sasayama. What had Sasayama just given him? What the heck? Anything's better than nothing. He brought the bottle to his lips and chugged down the contents. He suddenly got a massive head rush. He felt heat like a burning that spread through the insides throughout his whole body. No, that wasn't right. It was an ache. It was a ferocious ache. A burning that spread from his insides to his fingertips. And there was pain. Oh God. A numbing that spread from his insides all the way down to his toes. Burning, aching, hurting. Burning, aching, hurting. Burning, aching, hurting. Itchy, twitchy. Twitchy, itchy, dizzy, sleepy, chilly, willy, nilly. This was not good. Super duper not good. Yes, drink that burning hammer, right? That's okay, Hammer. If you need to go somewhere, it's no problem. Just, you'll have to stop by and see what the rest of it is. He broke into a cold sweat, his forehead drenched and his body danced with and clammy all over. He felt his grip conscious slipping. Sasayama, what the hell did you do to me? With the bleary eyes, he squinted to read the writing on the bottle. After a scant few letters, Kano blacked out. No, he's dead. Wow. Okay. The least he could do. We're dead now. So, he gave him the burning hammer and he passed out. Do I have to go all the way back? Did not get that sample? That's crazy if I have to do that. But you never know. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go to Achi and get his, and then we'll go back and do everybody else's thing. Keep everybody else from getting anything. The man at the cane aimed the gun at Hitomi, his face devoid of emotion. Please, said the girl, trembling. Why are you doing this? But the man did not reply. Quickly, Achi stepped between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide. Stop, he said in English, one of the few English words he knew. He quickly reverted back to Japanese. Who the hell are you? Still, the man did not respond. Do you know this guy, Hitomi? No. Achi was sure he had never seen this man either. What are you after? Money? 'Cause if you are, boy, you are wasting your time chasing us. The man furrowed his brow, adjusting his point in the game to Achi's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Achi no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Reflexively, Achi took a step back, his foot clattering against the discarded beer bottle. We're going to get gunned down for sure, unless we can find some way to catch him off guard. We didn't need to be much. Archie could have just distracted the gunman for a moment by himself some briefest window. Shoot me then. Go on, do it. He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping the provoking him would cause the guy confuse the guy for just long enough. Uh-oh. Even as Achi moved, the gunman's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing. Seeing his chance, Achi lunged forward in an attempt to wrest the gun away, snatched up the beer bottle and swung it, or grabbed Hitomi and ran. Which one do you guys think? I'm thinking just running would not be any good, because I think we'd still get shot. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Hey Gaming Madness, welcome! How are you doing? We are playing some more Shibuya Scramble, I was about to say shuffle. And we're trying to decide what we want to do next. I feel like C is not a good idea. C doesn't seem like a good idea because I feel like that'll definitely get him shot because all he has to do is look back up and shoot, right? Dominique says beer bottle. Marlon says beer bottle. Ferris says beer bottle. You just stream Stories Untold? Nice. Yeah, that game was pretty good so far. I've only played the first two. I gotta play the second 2 chapters of it. But yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, let's try the beer bottle thing. Seeing his chance, Achi snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin. The man narrowly avoided being struck, but he staggered wildly off balance. Hitomi! Achi grabbed her by the hand and dashed out of the club. So I feel like if he also wrestled the gun, that could also have shot someone, so. The two sprinted through the side streets and alleyways of Shibuya. Achi began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Oyoma. Wait up! Huh? Achi, wake up! Wait up! Achi glanced back at Hitomi. My bad. I guess we've been pretty hard. You tired? Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just I have to get back to Dagenzaka. Dagenzaka? What for? What could you possibly need to do there now? That's what I was told when I handed over the briefcase. The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached for the case. You're going to do exactly as I tell you. 2 things. He wore a cool, feigned smile as if it was some casual conversation. First, you're going to go to Dagenzaka and get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime. His chilling tone brooked no argument. Just those 2 things and we'll let your sister go. Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Okay then. Give me the money. A blue van in Dagenzaka, huh? Achi muttered. So that's why you said the police were a no-go. Yes, exactly. Hitomi's voice betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister's in that van then. If she is, then we've got to hurry. The issue is how to get back to Dagenzaka. They could probably avoid the pursuer if they kept to the streets, only the locals usually knew about that. That meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Roppongi, Dori, or the stretch between these names. Miyamasuzaka and the station. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. It was going to be a long detour. Alright, come on. Achi headed back the way they come. After a moment of confusion, Hitomi followed. Achi? There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dagenzaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood. Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much. Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. Achi gave her a grin, and then she cracked a tiny smile of her own. Hey, you two. You got a minute? Uh-oh. You know who that is, guys. You know who that is, right? You guys know who that is. Come on, guys. You know. You know, you know, you know. And what do we need not to do? Don't tell them anything! That's right. I'm not gonna tell them a damn thing. There was something shady looking about them. Jesus, it's so hot. What's bad is I feel like us doing one thing is going to cause problems for another one. Or if you're trying to make stuff not happen for another person, it's going to cause problems for them. So, yeah. Achi's protective instincts kicked in and he stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. I just want to ask you something. The younger of the 2 men drew closer and a sharp gleam in his eye. Aki braced for himself. Ask us what? Sure do not. You know where the Nokane building is? Man held up a flyer. It was some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The Nokane building. You know where it is or not? Nope. Nope. You knew the name. Wasn't it one of the buildings in Center Guy? That was near Dagenzaka, the same direction he was going. No, don't help him. Don't help him. So we're not going to help him because we already know that helping them actually causes Tama to not get paid. So, don't like the thought of these 2 following Hitomi and me. I pointed him in the opposite direction. I don't like the thought of these 2 following me and Hitomi. I pointed in the opposite direction from Center Guy. Pretty sure it's that way, he said. Thanks, man. Sorry to bug ya. 2 men headed off the main road. We lied to him. We lied. Achi and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets towards Dagenzaka. I don't think I ever knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi. Oh, I don't think I knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi had said at the overlook. She looked around. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid. There was mismatched of run-down residence and office buildings. Almost nobody ever comes here unless they live or work in one of the streets. However, hold on. And check it out over there. A rare first-hand glimpse of the Shibuya River. A minor river that runs from the bridge to that other bridge. That bridge to the other bridge. Tells you everything. Have you always lived in Shibuya, Achi? Yep, born and raised. Achi bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside. That's why I do this. It just pisses me off to see folks make a mess of this place. He picked up another piece of trash. I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like, cleanup even matters right now? Hitomi took a long, hard look at his face. What? He demanded. What is it? You're a strange one, Achi. That's so. She was right, of course. It was a sort of strange collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dagazaka. Come on, he murmured. Oh, shit. Suddenly, a sudden angry shout broke the silence as they hurried along. Hey, hold it right there. Achi and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of thuggish-looking men were having some kind of argument. The man who was shouting had grabbed the other one by the neck. Idiot! Are you still got the gall to call yourselves SOS? The Studs of Shibuya. A youth gang operating out of Shibuya, founded by Achi Endo. Its current leader is Susumu Nishizawa. So he's the one that founded it. You can't be doing stuff that's bullshit if it's his own club. I mean, yes, Shishimu, but the other man standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable. It takes some money to run an organization. No, I know, and since it's not like you're Achi or nothing, I thought you could maybe spare some help on that front, boss. Top dog, the man in charge, the head honcho. Here it is, refers to the leader of the SOS. Gotcha. Hitomi looked at Achi when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly and then turned his back to the altercation. Shut your mouth, Susumu barked. How dare you say Achi's name in my presence? Hey, Achi called out. What all about me? As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Achi kept his tone casual as he strolled up to the group. Shishimu, you can't just give this guy a beatdown in broad light. Do we know what beatdown means? To mess someone up super bad, usually with punches and kicks. No, really? Don't want to shock the upstanding people of our fair city. Achi, Shishimu glared. Can we drop the pleasantries? Alright, Achi replied with a hint of a sneer. You got it, Shishimu. And I'd like to point out that we're not on a first-name basis. With that, Shimu turned and stalked away. His buddies followed suit, leaving Achi and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that guy? His name is Susumu. And yeah, I know him, or I thought I did. Used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were part of the same crew, but I bailed a little while ago. Achi fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi did not pry any further. Hey, Jimbo! How are you doing today? Welcome! Welcome to the stream. Got my hair cut and dyed. What do you think? What do you think? Achi and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when he caught sight of a man picking up something along the train tracks. Huh? I wonder. Achi went over to him. Hey, man. You picking up trash by any chance? Huh? The man, do we not know what man is? Let out a panicked shout. Taisei Yasuda, 35 years old, just opened up a knick-knack shop in Shibuya. Achi knows Shibuya like his own backyard, but this guy Yada is new enough that he didn't recognize him. Sorry, it just kind of looked like that's what you were doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up trash, of course. The guy seemed pretty unnerved. Like, I was just thinking about, man, this place is filthy. Right on! Achi clasped the man in his own. Someone who gets it. They do? Totally. I see all the trash all over the place and I can't stand it. Oh yeah, sure. The man breathed a sigh of relief. I can't stand it when someone throws something away when it can be still useful. I hear that. That's the spirit. Haha. Archie pulled the trash he had stuffed in his own pocket. Here you go. Huh? Go ahead and have it. The man looked dumbfounded. Usually I go around picking up trash around here, but I got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here. I'm counting on you. What? Actually, I'm kind of... Great, thanks. Archie beamed in approval, then rejoined Hitomi and headed down the street. The man let out a sigh. Fine. Hey, MVW, welcome. Welcome. Is that Martin Van Wheel? Is that correct? I'm sorry if it's incorrect, but I'm a MVW just seems like Martin Van Wheel. But how are you doing today? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I know, the picture in this game is crazy. Slipping through the narrow back alley, they came out near the top of Dagonzawa. Achi looked down to the hill, but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way downtown. Theirs is long. Hitomi muttered to himself. I don't see it parked around here. Her face twisted up with worry. It was a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station. Hitomi, hold up. Aichi had a sudden idea. He darted into the near soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow. Heya! He called out the proprietress, a sharp-looking middle-aged woman. You're looking as lovely as ever today, I see. Oh, Aichi. Are you done collecting trash for the day? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lightening up. Maki Yoneda. When she was 19, she happened to stop by this place and was captured by the chilled curry soba. By the day's end, she had decided to make the restaurant her new home. Married the owner at the age of 22 and... Sorry, there's something in my eye. Managed the establishment together. Last year, her husband of 30 years passed away. She now safeguards the generations-old secret of chilled curry soba on her own. Is this your girlfriend? Oh no, it's nothing like that. The proprietor... I must say waitress, was undeterred. Oh, she looks like a model. She's a spitting image of me at that age. My, Achi's got himself a girlfriend. I said it's not like that. The woman waved Hitomi over. Now, you know Achi's got a bit of a mouth on him, and he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But he's a sweet boy. Okay. Hitomi forced a polite smile onto her face. He'll try to deny it, but don't you listen. He has he told you about Suzanne? Uh-oh. Ma'am, I thought it said ma. Ma'am, please. Archie jumped on front of the person. You gotta hear me out. Whatever's the matter, I'll just try to talk up your good points. Have you ever seen a van parked around here? A van? Let me think. Yes, come to think of it, there was. A blue one, she added confidently. Hitomi leaned forward. Where is it now? She asked. I'm not really sure. I don't keep a close eye on things like outside after all. Hitomi slumped. I see. I know it doesn't look it, but we've been quite busy today. The man who makes my noodles came by earlier to settle accounts, and we fought over it. No head of finances, that one. That's his life, honestly. Or that's his problem, honestly. And on top of that, of course, my part-timer Masa has the day off. First-year student Midoriyama, a sweet young man who works as a part-time delivery for the Dogen Hut, and sends all his leftover money to his mother out of the country. Lately, he's gotten himself a girlfriend. He's been sending money back less frequently. His noodle house job does not pay enough to support both his mom and cover his dating expenses, so he's scheming to make rich quick. Aichi frowned. Had she really seen a blue van, or was she just being chatty? Older women who ran tobacco shops or noodle houses didn't seem to have a knack for spotting details, but women of her age were always most reliable. Which one are we doing? Which one? Let me see something. Let me put me down here. That way, it's not covering up most of the words. Hammer says A. Ferris says A. I'm listening to whatever they're listening to, but I don't know what they're saying. Dominique says B. Got 2 A's and a B. Alright, I don't know why I'm using a mouse. Guess we'll go with A. Older women who ran tobacco shops or noodle houses did seem to have a knack for spotting details and decided to follow up some more. Was there anything unusual about this van? Well, let me think. The woman frowned, pausing for a moment in thought. Aha! Flash of recollection shone in her eye. That's right, now I remember. I think there was some foreigner sitting inside. Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances. Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Not that I can remember. There is something in my gum. It seems, like it's stuck there. Got it. Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the soba shop. Achi did his best to cheer her up. Hey, we might still find that car. Let's just try waiting around for a while. Just waiting? What good would that do? It's possible that they went looking for you and you didn't show up. They'll come back, you know. He sat down on the edge of the planter outside the restaurant. But the criminals already have the money, she said anxiously. Even Achi understood the implications. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad. Very bad. Still, just running around Shibuya willy-nilly was only going to tire and frustrate them. Achi wanted to make sure Hitomi had a chance for a little break. Why don't we go somewhere else to look? So let's give it 10 more minutes. Well, we don't have anywhere else to look, so let's give it 10 more minutes, he said. Hitomi seemed unconvinced. She looked like she might just march off down Gonzaka at any moment. I understand how you must feel, but know what I say this. What they say, slow and steady, stay in place. Hitomi burst out into laughing. What's so funny? It's slow and steady wins the race. For real? Hitomi smiled, then she sat down beside him. Alright, she said, we can wait here for 10 minutes. Cool, we run enough races today already, right? Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Gonzaka for a while, then she murmured softly to Achi. Thank you so much for everything, really. You can thank me after we find this van. I'm sure if I had been by myself, I would have been too much of a panic to do anything. What can I say? I try to keep my head up and face things as they come. You're quite the optimist, aren't you? Achi grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it meant something to do with doctors, or maybe glasses. This shy, you mean an optometrist? This shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it wasn't a bad thing, whatever it was. It's like someone just shoots him right there. PAP! Just like blood on the wall. Cars drift on one after another, but they saw no sign of the blue van. After a while, even Achi began to grow impatient. They were starting to feel like a waste of time. And then... Uh-oh. Hitomi, look. There it was. Keep out! We can't go any further! No! We can't go any further. Not yet, anyway. Alright. We can't go any further. So, let's go back to Tama's story. Well, let's hand out the samples to the other guy. Who to choose? Let's choose the other guy this time. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist.
You ever have the suspicion that you've been abducted by aliens?
Hey, Emperor Caesar, welcome. Thank you so much for the host. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. We are playing 428 Shibuya Scramble, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I choice you. It's basically a visual novel, but you have like 85 different endings, and whatever you choose from one person may affect the other person and give them a bad end, and vice versa. So right now we're on the second part of it, and we've already made some mistakes, so now I'm going back and choosing different things, because at first we did give it off to this disheveled man, but now we're going to try to give it to the businessman, because we don't want what's his name to give that guy the drink. So we're gonna do it this way. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off the businessman to my left. Here you go, sir. Free sample of Burning Hammer, the latest and greatest diet drink. And he just left. The businessman flashes me a look of utter contempt and makes a point of avoiding me as he slips past. Bam! There goes the wind right out of my sails. I wonder how the other mascot is doing now. Yeah, go chicken! Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting this because we already read all this. So basically we didn't hand out any samples. We didn't give it out to the one guy. Is there a way I can go faster through this? I don't know if it matters right there. I'm gonna go with this one again. But we're gonna skip through because we already read all this. So we just need to see if our boss is now not going to get taken away. Wow. Yeah, protein, blah, 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 blah. So basically, we fix it to where our boss should not get kidnapped. Keep going. There you go. Alright. The door flies open suddenly and a loud voice belts out, "Hold it right there!" Wow, look at this fella. I whirl around in panic and see an odd man standing in the door. It's Junichi Yanagishita, the guy who hired us. I heard that, Chihiri. You should go calling my product junk. That's disrespectful. Chihiri gave an apologetic look. Whoops, sorry about that. You should be, but whatever. If you really have doubts, have a try for yourself. Mr. Yagenshida pulls a bottle of burning hammer from his coat pocket. At first glance, it looks like some kind of energy supplement, but the cheapo label gives an immediate impression of sketchiness. Go on, give it a go. She reaches out and takes it. But no sooner grabs the bottle than shots out once more. Wait! Hold on! What? What gives? You two, you're both good, stomach-wise. Stomach-wise? Hey, Paul! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Never disrespect the fro. That's a pretty impressive fro. Yeah, drinking this stuff on an empty stomach can cause some pretty nasty problems. So just make sure you eat or drink something beforehand. It doesn't matter what, really. Wait, nasty problems? Yeah. Such as what, I ask? I'd rather not stay. Nobody would buy it otherwise. Seriously? It's all good. Just had lunch, Cherry says. She flashes this carefree smile. Well, I hadn't eaten yet, but on the other hand, I'm guzzling as much iced tea as possible so I can fill myself up. It's probably safe for me to try this stuff. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try it. Nope, I don't think we should try it. What do you guys think? I don't think we should. Seems like a bad idea. Don't do it. We're not definitely doing the first one. B? No, I better not drink this stuff. It's not even particularly appetizing. Chichiri twists off the cap. Bottoms up, she declares, and proceeds to noisily gulp down the bottle. Doesn't seem like she minds. Maybe she's actually pretty tasty. Maybe it's actually pretty tasty after all, huh? Aren't you gonna have some too? Flashes me a look. I guess I might as well try a little bit. No! Don't do it! You're gonna die in that suit! Getting my illness down in the mouth, gulp inside the liquid. Huh? And she dies. It don't taste like anything. Handful of seconds go by. Oh, what the heck? Feels like a firecracker just exploded in my mouth. Now it's spicy. Way too spicy. Like I just swallowed a chili pepper coated in curry powder. Before I know it, I'm sweating bullets. She's gonna die. Well, you sweating? Like a whole lot? You are, aren't you? Why does he sound so happy about it? That's right, it's the magic of burning hammer at work. Chichiri and I are lost at words. Burning hammer? Drink all you want and just burn those pounds away. How's that sound? Good, huh? She's dying. This is so stupid spicy it makes you sweat. Blunt and to the point. I approve. Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. He hangs his head. What is this stuff, I ask? I can feel my tongue tingling. What the heck? My body is almost too numb to move. I'm shocked I even forget to get properly angry. It was like he's missing his head. So, it's the health food product that get imported back to America a few years back. But the import agency went out of business not too long after, and I couldn't move the merch. So I bought up the whole lot. Everything they had in their storehouse. Spent all the money I had on it. Chichiri raised an eyebrow. How much did it cost you? 1 million yen for 300 bottles? I can scarcely believe my ears. 300 bottles at 1 million yen for the lot? That's roughly 3,333 yen a piece. How much is that? How much is 3,333 yen? To dollars. I'm wanting to know how much do you actually pay for this shit. Jesus Christ. That's too much money. That's too much. Too much. Each one of these teensy bottles costs over 3,000 yen. You got ripped off, man. You really think so? Huh? Yeah, you're probably right. He hangs his head even more desperately. This is the sort of thing they'd sell in 100 yen shops or something. Chichiri... Ouch! Chichiri moved in for the kill. 100 yen shops? Really? Mr. That's at the heaviest size. I'm starting to feel pretty bad for the new guy, actually. Don't let it down, sir, I say, hoping to comfort him. But Mr. Yaganshita just lets out a sob-choked sigh. Oh, like I don't know what a sigh is? Deep breath and pathetically inhaled, often a sigh of disappointment, stress, or unrequited love. Oh. Oh, that's the one guy. But we can't jump there. So I'm wondering. It'll be okay whether or not it does help you lose weight. It is spicy and it does make you sweat. I'm not sure I follow. How much are you selling these bottles for? 15,000 yen per bottle. Selling all 300 bottles would yield proceeds of 4.5 million yen. After deducting expenses such a cost of the product, rental fee for the venue, and paying for part-timers and printing flyers, this yields a net profit of roughly 2.5 million yen. That's doubtful that anyone would pay 15 yen for a single small bottle, but you never know. There could be a few housewives or young women who'd fork out that much in the name of weight loss. What? Chiri's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same. No way. Nuh-uh. No freaking way. Calling the poised price absurd would not even do it justice. Well, selling it at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need both of you to work your hardest. Apparently, he's committed the insane course of action. Okay, Chichiri replies. It's more like a sigh than a proper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't find the words. I'm so flabbergasted. Or just sit there and don't speak up. Isn't this just a scam, sir? Good lord, no thank you. That's too much. That is too much. Like crazy. I'm dying. Oh. You didn't even find the words. I'm so flabbergasted. Hey, I try to murmur. Sorry, I was choking on the talkies. Sorry, what was your name again? Oh, right. It's Tama. Why are you still wearing your costume? I stumbled my way through explanation. Wow. So you really going to sales demo like that? Well, if I can't take the mask, I don't have much choice, do I? Is she lying down or sitting weird? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I hired you to be a model. If you're wearing that thing, then what's the point? I'm at a loss for words. That point is exactly what he's missing. It's not like I'm wearing this getup because I want to. How I just cut it off, yeah. She pulls a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. The blades make for an unsettling snip-snip sound when she waggles them in front of my face. Well, you can't do that. The suit's a rental. I don't want to have to reimburse them for the thing. Well, then, what am I supposed to do? He looks at me uncertainly. Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down. Chihiro suggests before helping herself to the rest of my lunch. Oh, hey, good idea. He seems to be making an effort to calm himself down at least. Just try to grin and bear it until then, Tama. I have no idea. She has a lot of shit in her bag, right? Well, I guess it's that then. I'm sure we'll get this off eventually, I say, hopefully before the demo. That's the spirit. I really need you to be my model. Model, huh? Flattering. It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder, would I be any good at it? Well, there's no time to be timid. I need that money no matter what. Nice. My troubles all started earlier this morning. Is it the end of that chapter? Oh. I was at a knick-knack shop on the center guy. Happened to pass by and spotted a red necklace on display in the storefront. And I got this weird sensation when I saw it. You could maybe call it deja vu or something like that. As if I'd been drawn to it somehow. This was mine. I was sure of it. I wanted it. No, I needed to make it mine as soon as I possibly could. That's how strong the feeling was. The price was 40,000 yen. Checked my wallet repeatedly, but only had 20,000 on me. Seems like so much, doesn't it? Nonetheless, I needed to have it. There was just one question: how? Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yaganjita. Hey, a voice said out of nowhere. If you want, I can pay you 10,000 yen for today's work. I found myself staring at this frumpy middle-aged man who was handing me his business card. Managing Director, Junichi Yaganshita, Yamato Health Foods Ltd. I'm in a real bind here. No, need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day. He seemed pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, I wasn't going to go anywhere with some random weirdo. Weirdo. I ignored him and just tried to walk off. Please, please! Yamashita grabbed me by the hand. Watch it, pal, I snapped. Hands off, or I start shouting for help. Please, it's not like that. Just hear me out. Look, I'm in a hurry. Please, please. Knock it off. I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip. Oof. I like how his feet are like that. Just like complete anime feet right there. Hammer, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great night. And we'll be here probably for... Let's see here. We've been almost streaming for 2 hours. So we'll probably be here for another hour and a half, probably. Something like that. Whoa, where did that come from? He gasped. His eyes were as wide as saucers. You're a martial artist or something? No, I think it was just a fluke. The truth was, I was surprised at myself how well I was managed to escape that move. Okay then. Well, look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand? No way. No, I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me right here.
That you've been abducted by aliens?
Gaming Madness, thank you so much for the host, and welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, no problem, Hammer. Will you have fun doing whatever it is that you're doing? Have a good one. Talk to you later. Come back and watch this and see what craziness happens. Ow, 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 ow. I guess the least I could do was help a guy get to his feet. Hey. Wow, I am completely not reading this correctly. Look, why are you hounding me so much? Please don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who could possibly do this job for me. Let it aside, but my interest was immediately piqued. What kind of job? I need a sales rep for a health supplement. I want you to do PR as a dieting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are going to go through the roof. Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem too flashy as I initially expected. Alright, maybe I'm interested, I said. Just one thing. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure we can handle it. I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. If the day only pays for 10,000, alright then. If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 yen as a bonus. How's that sound? I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was going to earn 20,000 yen on a single day. This might be exactly the break I needed. You got a deal. You have my services for the day, I said, bowing my head. Yes! Yeah, she jumped for joy. Is that the chicken suit right there and the cat suit? What about your hip? Huh? Oh yeah, it's better. All better. Fixed itself just now. He bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look. Look, I'm sorry, he added, hurriedly. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you, honest. I was just scouting for talent, and I saw you, and well, was trusting this guy really the best idea? I started to worry just a little about whether he'd actually pay up. Look, I've staked everything on these sales demo later, he went on. This is the make or break it opportunity of a lifetime. Sure. I'll be honest with you. I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million. Yakuchiga's tone had taken on a feverish intensity. If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy, I am up creek without a paddle. Would they say that? Is that a term they would use in Japan? I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't really be. Ah. This seems like an American term. How'd you even get into the situation? He gazed skyward, a far-off look in his eyes. Because even if he knows he has no chance, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you wouldn't understand. He laughed and smiled at his own words, but he was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest. Anyway, real quick, could you put this on? Rummaged through this and then thrust a cat costume out towards me. What? Here? Yeah, before the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. So I already know about that. Very spicy. You need to have food on your stomach. Blah, blah, blah. The job's already started, you know. And with that, I went about giving me into this mascot suit. And now we're a kitty. Looking back on this pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I was going to get my hands on that necklace, I was going to have to take a chance that this would pay up. I doubt we're going to be able to sell a single bottle of this crap, Chichiri whispers in my ear. I'll just have to do the best I can, I said. I say it more to myself than anyone else. Once again, I asked myself, why am I such a rush to get this necklace anyway? I honestly don't know. It's the strangest thing. I try my hardest to think of the reason, but I just feel this dull, aching throb at the back of my head. Is she dead? The same pain I felt earlier, as if I've gotten a good bonk on the head or something. To be continued. Alright. So now, I'm going to go back and fix some of these other timelines. Alright, so that one's finished. We need to go back to Kano. And do this one. We don't want to head to the cafe. Focus on the job. Right now I've got a job to focus on. Kano shook his head in foolish impulses. What the hell had he been thinking? A girl's life was on the line. Marrying Rumi was more important to him than anything, but right now wasn't the time. Besides, now that he thought about it, running out on the crucial investigation to meet with an old man probably wasn't going to score him any points. Rumi's dad didn't strike him as someone who'd approve striking one's responsibilities. Kano would just have to wrap this kidnapping case a little ahead of schedule. Then he would have a proper sit-down. As he considered his plan, he caught sight of a man with a briefcase walking by. Alright. So now we can go back to him. Oh, wait. No, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh. Wow. Kano has so many bad ends. Look at that. Okay. We actually probably need to go back because we need to make sure we didn't run into Kano. Alright. So hopefully we can make it to his friend before his friend decides to kill himself. Yeah, we chose you. Yep. Go. Go. I can't remember where it was supposed to pop up about the, oh, okay. We could have been there. Okay. Is there a way I can fast forward through this? Surely there is. Welcome back, Marlon. Welcome back. Yeah. We gotta get to our friend. Our friend should not be dead now. We already read all this, so I'm sorry if I'm skipping through all this. It's just a lot to read and we already read it. So basically he's talking to his friend. He's a freelancer. Or he's a freelancer. He's talking to this guy that works at the Heaven Publishing. And the guy sounds like he's like sad and shit. And he just says, well, I guess I'll just die, basically. The guy is crying. He's at the office. The only thing I can do now is die. Okay. The taxi's tires squealed as the cab rounded a corner. The shift in momentum made Minorikawa topple over the back seat. There we go. 10 minutes on the dot. Driver announced. Minoriki righted himself and looked out the window. Shibuya Station. I knew you could do it, Mr. Kimizuka. He told the driver how to get to Heaven Publishing. It should be no more than 5 minutes further. Sir, if I may ask, just what are you in such a hurry over? Son of a bitch. I beg your pardon? Kazuki bristled. Not you, the guy who's waiting on me. I'm gonna give that son of a bitch a piece of my mind. The multi-tenant building where Heaven Publishing had its offices came into view. Taxi stopped outside. Minori opened the door. As he hurriedly reached for his wallet, he stopped. The worst part came to pass, and he needed to take Toma to the hospital. Should he have taken the taxi wait here, or would it be better to call an ambulance? Sir, is there a problem? The driver asked. Alright. Should we ask for him to stay there? Or say, no, he's fine. How much do I owe you? I almost want to say, wait right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? You're saying B? I mean, I'll go with whatever you guys say. Whatever we have the most of. I hope my friend's okay. But it seems like, I don't know, if he's not okay, we might need that guy to stay there. So we don't have to look for another ambulance or something. I'm gonna go with A. Since it's a tie right now, I'm gonna go with A. Wait here. I'll be right back. Muraga was out of the cab in an instant and running to the building. Once inside, he avoided the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Publishing rented out the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Tomoya would be in the department on the 4th floor. When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Tomoya! Hey, Mr. Tomoya! He shouted and banged, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Whoa. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy! Buddy. Whoa, Tomoya was standing on a stool, but was about to slip his head through a noose that hung from the ceiling. What the hell are you doing? Minori lunged toward Tomoya. The two men crashed on the floor, a tangled heap. Pile of clutter slid off a nearby desk and fell on top of them. Mimi Minakawa, what are you doing here? Tomoya whined. Dragging himself to his feet proved something of a challenge. That is what I'd like to know. Minori fury was mounting. What the hell is all this about? He jabbed an accused finger at the noose hanging from the ceiling. Oh, that? One of the fluorescent lights died. And I was just swapping it out. Don't you feed me that bull. What was that phone call about? What biz about how you could only do was die? Tell me. Ah, it was just a joke. Tomoya curled his lips into a faint semblance of a smile. Moroka wasn't buying it, but he didn't have time to press the issue. A cute little voice echoed through the editing office. Daddy, I'm back from the store. The little girl came carrying a... wow. Carrying a length of rubber gas tubing. It was Tomoya's 5th grade daughter, Anna. Oh. Teruo's only daughter, currently 10 years old. The night Hana was born at Shibuya Central Hospital, there was an unexpected fireworks display outside the window of the material ward. As he looked at the bursting rockets, Tamura decided to name his daughter Hana after the Japanese word for fireworks, Hanabi. You know why they call him Hana? You know what Hana actually means? Does anybody know? Hana actually means something else, like just the word Hana. It actually means flower, and I'm guessing because fireworks look like flowers when they go off, that's why they're called Hanabi. So like light flowers or fire flowers. I don't know exactly what Hanabi stands for, but that's the word Hana comes from. It comes from the word flower. Tomoya, what are you planning on doing with the hose to... He hesitated at the end of the sentence with gas yourself to death. Well, you know, it's almost a gas heater season after all. The hell it is! It was a beautiful sunny April day outside. Well, you know how sensitive I am to the cold. This was getting truly ridiculous. Minori got right up in his face. Listen, just explain to me what the heck is going on, okay? He kept his voice low, but his eyes were steely. Hana clung tightly to her father, gazing worriedly up at the two men. No, it's just... Tomoya let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. Oh no! Keep out! We can't finish it. To progress any further, you have to jump to another protagonist. Sometimes jump keywords would be hidden within a tip. A man named Juninka Yagazima shows up at Tomoya's story. He lets out a sigh like Tomoya. Okay, so... that stitch just came out of my mouth. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Sorry. Now I have just like one more stitch and it's up here. This is the last one up here. Okay, so... We haven't fixed this one yet, have we? I don't know if we fixed that one yet. I don't know. Alright. Now we're jumping. No, it's just... Tomoya let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. It's the scratch cards. There were 4 in the... that were in the 4-star general gossip. Okay, we know what the scratch cards are. That's where the problem is. And what is the problem? If you shine a light on the cards from behind, you can see where the winning symbols are. Whoa. I messed things up dealing with the printing company. All this, he gestured vaguely. It's all my fault, my responsibility. He proceeded to explain the situation in detail. Word was quick to leak on the internet that there was a way to find the winning symbols, and suddenly thousands of card holders turned up in Massey to collect. Heaven Publishing was hit with a massive financial liability, and the employees were rushed to flee a sinking ship. Before Tomoya realized that he was the only one left at the company, and he was up against the deadline for next month's 4-star general gossip. If I had to drop the next month's issue, I'll be stuck in a debt even deeper. And if that happens, I'm finished. Tomoya gave a dismal groan. So don't drop the issue. He pounded his fist against the side of the cardboard box, but Tomoya just shook his head weakly. I've been up for 3 days straight trying to fill the pages. It's not enough. I can't do the impossible. Ugh. He dropped his gaze to the floor. Countless scratch cards laying about. They'd probably been amidst the pile that had fallen off the desk earlier. Each card showed a neatly row of 5 wins. You can't know if it's impossible if you don't see it through. I'll never make it in time. The proof needs to be done by 8 o'clock this evening. Well then, Minorukawa thought to himself. He let out a sigh. Then he held his hand out to Hana. Hana, would you mind giving me that hose? Strangle him. Well, guess this is not gonna work, so let me just strangle you. Then he handed the hose to Minorukawa. This won't be necessary. He tossed the rubber hose in the trash and then jabbed a finger at Tomoya. Now show me the layout and draft proposal for next month's issue. Tomoya blinked a few times in disbelief. Huh? You can't possibly be serious. I'm trying to help. Now show me the layout and the proposal before I change my mind. After a brief, incredulous pause, Tomoya hurried off to grab the paperwork. The layout is publishing speak. There's an outline of the magazine showing which articles which occupy which pages. He does like the point, doesn't he? He's just like, That's like, what's his name? I can't even think. Phoenix, right? He's like, objection! And then he says objection, and he says, hold it. Yeah, that's what he says. Hold it. He slams his hands on the desk, and he says, hold it. Give it a quick over, finding that 12 of the pages were still blank and untouched. He wanted to punch whatever writers had been assigned to those pages. See what I mean? Tomoya said. Hopeless. He sounded perversely proud of his failure. Getting enough material to fill 12 pages by 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely a tall order, all right. Says who? Minori replied. Remember who you're talking to here. You seriously think you can do it? You're joking, right? Minori shot back. I'm seriously no, I can do it. There's nothing in this world I hate more than a bad joke. Why are you doing this for me? Tomoya was getting misty-eyed. I'm not doing it for you, you spineless wimp. I'm doing this for poor little Hana. Minorikawa. I'm so sorry. Tomoya bowed his head deeply, and Minorikawa thought he might put his face through a floor. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter. Oh, forgive me, Hana. Tomoya clutched her tightly in his arms. The girl hugged him back and was on the verge of tears. Hey, now, enough of the waterworks. I've got your back, so don't worry about a thing. Minori picked up the draft proposal for the pages that needed filling. The words Shibuya Scuttlebutt Special were plastered across the cover in a big, bold type. Okay, so 12-page edition block on Shibuya. Fair enough. At first on the docket. Drink yourself thin with burning hammer. This reeked of a scam. The only way drinking more of something would make you lose weight would be if it was mixed with a laxative, probably. So there wasn't enough time to tweak that layout plan. According to the proposal write-up, a product demo was scheduled for 1 p.m. that day. The location printed on the map was blurry and it was hard to make out, but Minorikawa had a rough idea where it was at. It looked like he wasn't going to have much choice, but he swung by in hopes of getting more material. He scanned further into the proposal. Society of Surveillance, hidden cameras installed throughout Shibuya. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Where are they now? Washed up screenwriter showcase. Sexy squared. Twins shared top prize at a local university beauty contest. Shibuya now. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya, shadowy foreign crime syndicate exposed. Those 7 pieces were to fill the 12 empty pages. That was the plan at any rate, but there wasn't enough material to make a headway. The Shibuya Now article didn't even have proposed content. This sucked hardcore. It didn't look like there was much material, the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad either. The note suggested a few priors of groups of youngsters in Shibuya had band together to help fight crime in the neighborhoods. At this point, however, things had flipped around completely and they'd become a gang of the street punks themselves. And turned to the dark side. It had makings of an interesting article, to be sure, but tracking down the gang would take some time. Minorikawa was personally intrigued by the one about the organ harvesting in Shibuya. The rumor was that organs were being smuggled out the Southeast Asia and fenced locally at tremendous prices. There was even a plan of ascertain the authenticity of these claims. Fascinating. If Mirokawa was going to be spending all day gathering material, though, he didn't have much time to spare. Shibuya Now. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante, black organ trafficking, decided that one of those would have to go. He thought about it long and hard. There was a good chance that he'd really screw himself over if he picked the wrong one. Finally, he decided to. Okay. Which one should we get rid of? Now, I feel like the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad, we could talk to Aki about it. I don't know. I don't know which one to get rid of. I feel like the second one doesn't seem like something we want to get rid of, though. I don't know. Which one? A? A? This seems like a good one just because we don't know what it's about. The other ones we can kind of get some information on, I feel like. So let's get rid of A. Always come back, right? He decided to cut Shibuya Now. He didn't have the time to make up an article out of whole cloth. His goal was just to make sure that the 4-star general gossip made it to the press at all. Society of Surveillance, where are they now? Sexy Squared. Those 3 pieces had individuals slated for interviews, but no appointments had been made with any of them. Unscheduled interviews would be a dicey prospect. Decided to call upon this and make his way down the list. The only one he managed to get a hold of was this person. Former broadcast writer, he has appeared on various popular variety shows on commercial network Sun. He currently heads up a small theater troupe known as the Wandering Angels, operating in Shibuya. Later today, the troupe is putting on a performance at the Theater Ace in these long-ass words. Holy crap. Sakura Gao Kacho. Said he'd be willing to give a 15-minute interview after 2:30. Minorikawa sighed. He just got to get the material others in a more impromptu fashion then. Putting his nose to the grindstone, he started throwing together a schedule of the day. Was it possible to get all the material to write up and still finish the whole thing by 8 o'clock? It was no use. No matter how he tweaked it, none of the simulations ended with him having proof when it was ready. He just needed more time. Or needed one more thing, and that was another writer. Minorikawa zoomed his contacts list, calling up all the freelancers he knew. The results were depressing. Answering machines. Overseas on business. In the hospital. Currently doing time. Before long, he called everyone he could think of except for a novice freelancer, Chiaki Su. Chiaki was a bit of an odd duck, a reporter who was scared of talking to people. Minorikawa had never known anyone who became hopelessly flustered in a one-on-one setting. In such a rattled state, was unable to speak. If she couldn't talk to people, she certainly couldn't do interviews. And if she couldn't get a real interview content, she wouldn't be able to write that much of a new copy. Would she come to his aid if she asked? Quite possibly. The issue was whether she would hinder more than help. Which one, guys? Should we... There was no time for beggars to be choosers. He decided to call her up. What he needed now was the dependable folks he could count on. He decided to email all his contacts from back in the staff days. Which one? Which one? Which one? This music makes it like it's something like super dire. I mean, why can't we call her up and send out the emails? I don't know. A? Alright, let's go with A. This is no time for beggars to be choosers. Decided to call her up. The phone rang several times before a sleepy voice answered. Sound only. Mellow. Chucky, hi, it's Minorikawa. Are you free today? Huh? What? She seemed thrown by an abrupt question. Did you just wake up? Huh? No, I mean, well, yeah. Good morning. Her voice still sounded half asleep. So, I'm guessing you don't have any work slated for today, as usual. Pretty much. No work, no money, no food. Nothing to do except for sleep. If I'm not awake, I can't dwell on how hungry I am. She didn't sound well. At least, almost like she literally didn't have anything to eat. Well, I've got work for you. I'm over at the 4-star General Gossip. Get over here ASAP. What? You really mean it? I seem to finally wake her up. Yeah, but hurry. Mirokawa decided he'd sign Chucky to the rise and fall of Shibuya's Vigilante squad. First, I want you to take a look around Shibuya for this group of Vigilante types. By Vigilantes, you mean people who are volunteered to help prevent crime? There was a note of relief in her voice. Yeah, that's right. Except apparently now they've turned into a nasty street gang. Did you say street gang? Nuh-uh. No way. Absolutely not. I almost see her shaking her head on the other line. What if I get killed or sold into slavery overseas or something? As he died, there was much chance of her latter or the former, but but he still understood her concern. Alright, I hear you, he said. Then how about you hang around Shibuya Station and do some interviews for me? Street interviews? There was a nervous waver in Chucky's voice. Yeah, just normal, regular people talking around town. This should be fine, right? But, Mr. Mino, street interviews aren't really my... Apparently it was beyond her capacity to say no. No buts. Just interview at least 10 people and get back to my article at 6. Okay. Mirokawa has originally planned to axe the Shibuya Now piece because it didn't have content, but getting some quotes from people on the streets would at least make her ask for a useful filler. They gave him a sudden idea. He didn't take on the vigilante case stuff and have Chucky handle Shibuya Now. There's plenty of work to keep 2 people occupied for the day. The more consuming would have to be cut. Well, what was the point in asking me to cut that other one? That's so stupid. After explaining the interviews, he hung up. Alright, I got another writer. We'll get through it, Tomoya, somehow. Tomoya shrugged gloomily. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's actually one more problem. Are you kidding me? Minorikawa couldn't hide the irritation in his voice. What is it now? The loan company is sending a debt collector over at 4. But as you can imagine, I don't have a single yen to give them. That's less than ideal, yeah. So what's the plan? Well, they said provisionally that if next month's issue gets published, then we'll be willing to wait on a repayment. Then there's no problem. The issue's coming out, guaranteed. But they're not going to take my word on it anymore. It's going to need to be proven. If we could fill, say, half of 12 pages by the time they showed up, I could probably convince them. Alright. So, for starters, we need 6 pages by 4 o'clock. They had to get all 12 pages done as it was. This made perfect midpoint to shoot for. About any other problems you'd like to let me know about? No, Tomoya said. No, that's all. I really am sorry about this. Again, he bowed his head. Distinctly forward. He had been known to Tomoya for years and he never, what is that word? Kotwoed? What the hell is that? What does that word even mean? Is that a word? Is that a word, guys? Cow toad? The heck is that? I don't think that's a word. That's not a word. That's not a real word. What is this word? I need to look and see if this is a word. It is a word? Toad? Act in excessively subservient manner. Wow, okay. That was actually a word. It's a noun, originated as a noun referring to the act of kneeling and touching one's head to the ground in salute or an act of worship to authority. Didn't know that was a word. Alright. Yeah, well, just let me handle it, alright? Mikurawa unfolded the map of Shibuya. The first order of business was deciding where to begin the content. He marked the editing office with a circle with a then considered where to head next. Diet drink sales, where they are now. Society of Surveillance, sexy squared. And then university associated with Midoriyama High School. The I drink sales demos was at 1 o'clock. The interview was at 2:30. The question was what to do in the intermedium. Alright, so do we want, it was a little early, but we should go to the center for the interview and get an interview at the diet drink sales, or it was a bit of a hype, but maybe we should go check out the Dagonzaka Endo Electronics. I don't know, I feel like going there actually sounds like a good idea, because that will give us talking maybe to what's his name. You guys think we could talk to Aki while you're there and get the information about the gang or whatever, the vigilantes? What was that beeping? That was weird. What do you guys think? I'm thinking we should go here. I'm gonna go ahead and click this, because I feel like we could go talk to Aki and get the stuff about the vigilantes. It was a bit of a hype, but maybe you should go to the Dagonzaka and check out Endo Electronics. Yeah, they would give him what he needed for the Society of Surveillance piece. Why is stuff going off on my thing? Go away. Ah! Alright. Okay, I'm heading out. Don't even think about doing anything else stupid while I'm gone. Got it? Minorikawa hustled out of the editing office, hoping Tomoya would make his emotion to the heart. So, now we should still have our... what's his name downstairs, right? Accidentally, he hopped into the taxi that was waiting outside. Thanks for waiting. Can you get me to the Dagonzaka ASPC? Because it was a long way to go. Because it was a long way to go. If we didn't have that cab here, we probably had to walk. Son of a bitch. Minorikawa bristled. I beg your pardon? That son of a bitch you wanted to give your peace of mind to, sir. Was he waiting for you like you expected? Oh yeah. And I damn well gave it a piece of my mind too. Good to hear it, sir. The taxi sped off. Nice. Norikawa pulled out the proposal and looked over it again. The idea had their surveillance story revolved around the claim that hidden cameras had been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts, upwards of 500 of them. Supposedly they had eliminated lots of blind spots and the criminal rate in the area had dropped significantly. Cameras were managed by Daisuke Endo, the owner of Endo Electronics and the chairman of the local downtown committee. What was Minokawa's first mission then? He needed to get this guy's story. Scanning the side of the road, Minorikawa finally spotted a rundown electronics shop. The sign out front, which looked like it might fall off at any moment, read Endo Electronics. Right here is fine. Taxi stop and Minorikawa pulled a 10,000 yen bill from his wallet. Keep the change. What? Look, don't sweat it. The name's Minorikawa and I'm a freelance writer. I care about two things, what's real and what's true. There's real worth to what you've done for me today. There's a token of my appreciation. It's not much, but please take it. That sounds like a lot to me. That sounds like a freaking lot to me. 10,000 yen to US dollars. Oh, he gave him 90 bucks. That's not really a whole lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's only 90 bucks, basically. That's the one thing about currency. Currency fluctuates so much. It was a lot higher August 20th. It was yeah, a lot higher August 20th. Crazy. Anyway. Is this a to be continued? Inside Endo Electronics looked more like a mountain of hoarded junk than actual business. Towering piles of ancient appliances stretched towards the ceiling. Old television sets with their dial knobs. Against computers with 5-inch floppy drives. A medium storage medium for personal computers in production of 1976 to 2001. The pneumatic discs are sheathed in a paper or plastic jackets and are known for their tendency to flop around in one's hand. Who remembers floppy disk? I remember floppy disk. That is actually a B floppy disk. And you actually got an A disk, but it's not as floppy. But a B floppy disk. That shit. And it used to be whenever you got games for the PC, they gave it to you most of the time on an A disc and a B disc because they weren't sure which one you had on your computer, which the computer I used to have when we first got a computer. It had both. And it's so crazy because you had to type in like anything. You had to stick it in and be like run whatever.exe. It was so crazy. So crazy to have to actually do that instead of just like clicking anything. You had to type everything in. I think the only thing you could click on was like solitaire. I remember getting our first computer when I was little. It was crazy. Super crazy. A big ass monitor and we played Commander Keen, Jungle Jill, Solitaire. They had a lot of coloring book pages where you could print out the pages and color them or color them on the computer. We had a Beauty and the Beast one and I think a Ninja Turtle one. And it was super super crazy because the printer that we had the little pieces that are on the side that had to go in the little notches when it turned. So say like this is the notches that look like a spool or whatever. You had to put the paper on those notches and you ripped them off afterwards. But paper was like together, like in a big banner. So it would like tick, 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 tick. And it would print in a big banner and you had to rip it apart to get them into pages and rip off the sides so you didn't have those little notches in it. It was really crazy. Some of you may know nothing about that. Some of you may. I don't know. What possible use could be for all of this outdated stuff? Oh yeah, Oregon Trail. Remember that too. And there was some with some alphabet stuff. And then also Carmen Sandiego. Mr. Endo, are you here? Munakawa called out. Nobody came to greet him. The shop was definitely open, though. Surely the proprietor hadn't left it unattended. Hey, Mr. Endo, come out. I know you're there. After a short while, Minorikawa heard sounds from the living room space. Hey, it's Aki's dad. A door opened to reveal a tired-looking middle-aged man. Yeah, what do you want? Are you Mr. Endo? Minorikawa asked. I am, the man said guardingly. I am so sorry, but I'm in the middle of something at the moment. Could you come back tomorrow, or please just give me a minute? I'm a freelance writer. Name is Minorikawa. Minorikawa showed his business card. Oh, I was going to say, that's his thumb is weird, but he's holding it out like this. I read an article in the 4-Star General Gossip. A magazine piece, huh? Precisely. If you would just have a little time today... The phone rang, cutting him off before he could get down to business. I'm sorry, you have to excuse me for just a moment. Endo reached into the clutter and pulled out the telephone. Hello, Endo Electronics. The proprietor listened for a moment, then raised an eyebrow. Yeah? That's a problem, all right. All right, understood. I'll try and get a hold of the customer then. Endo set down the receiver back down. What was all that about? Oh, yesterday I sold a dry ice machine, and the manufacturer just called and let me know that the model is defective. Defective? Apparently once it starts making dry ice, it won't stop. I need to tell the customer to have the machine, that I have to recall the machine and refund the deposit. Please give me a moment. Endo sifted through the sales slips, read a number off one, and made a phone call. Nobody picked up on the other end, however. That's right, he grumbled to himself. And said, he said that they had some performance today. Performance? Minorikawa asked. I sold it to a guy from the theater troupe. They said they were Wandering Angels or something. A theater troupe run by Shinosuke. So this is that one that she's supposed to be going to go do an interview for. The Wandering Angels, that was Shinosuke theater troupe. Minoru had an interview with them booked at 2:30. Or he's supposed to. Anyhow, what can I do for you? Minoru explained what he was after. Endo gave him a dubious look. I said earlier, I'm a bit busy right now. Busy cleaning up, I hope. How do you get everything done in this mess? Are you rude to all your interview subject? 5 minutes! Give me 5 minutes of your time, please. You've got to be joking. Go on and get the hell out of here. Endo headed for the back room in a huff. Fine, then allow me to write about what you've already told me. Namely, that Endo Electronics sells defective merchandise. Huh? Just what are you implying? Did you or did you not just sell the theater troupe a defective piece of equipment? Look, I'm going to get in touch with them as soon as... I'm betting they're in a hurry preparing for the performance. I doubt you'll be getting through them today. Endo bit his lip. Now that I have your attention, let's make a deal. What kind of deal? I'm meeting with a member of the Wandering Angels later today. I can let them know about the dry ice machine for you. In exchange, all you have to do is give me my interview. Endo scowled. And where's your proof that you'll be meeting with the Wandering Angels? I might take advantage of a guy when he's down. But that's one thing. I'm not a liar. The shopkeeper took a few moments to think about it. Fine, he grumbled. 5 minutes, that's all you get. Minorikawa whipped out his notebook and his coat like it was a gun. Then, let's get down to it, shall we? Go right ahead. So I hear there's over 500 surveillance cameras that have been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping district. Yes, that's right. So, why so many? We have a lot of delinquents. Young people who act rowdy and cause trouble, often at arcades or convenience stores, parking lots, and who frequently resort to petty theft or other mischief. Other also referred to in the more outmoded terms as ruffians or hoodlums. I know, hoodlums. Endo said the word that marked the distaste. Oh yeah, I remember there being some problem kids around here. They were real punks. They vandalized my signs, made a mess of my storehouse. They were just awful. I see. Murakawa scribbled diligently in his notepad. Heck, my own son put together a sort of vigilante squad to help teach those punks a lesson. Wait. Vigilante squad? Whoa, hold up there for a sec. Minorikawa jutted out his hand and interrupted. The guy with son was a part of the vigilante squad? What a stroke of luck! Maybe you could also provide some info on the article of the gangs of Shibuya. Sorry, I didn't mean to get far off topic here, but could you tell me the name of your group your son belongs to? They call themselves SOS. This is... What was it? I don't remember. Something of Shibuya. What was the first part of it? It was something stupid. I don't remember. What was it? One like Saints, was it? I don't think it was. Studs, that's right. Studs of Shibuya. You're right. It was something stupid like that. Pride themselves on being top gang in Shibuya and all that. Top gang in Shibuya? Did I really just hit the jackpot right here? Not to pat myself on the back, but to go me. All I have to do is step outside and the story finds me. I think I might be a natural at this. Or you have someone playing a video game that you are in and knows exactly what choices to pick. As it happened, I'd also like to interview people from SOS. Would you be able to put me in touch with your son? Yeah, sure, but you should know that my son isn't in the gang anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and jump. Oh no! Damn. I didn't know that was gonna open that one up already. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. I wanna go back and finish the rest of the story. And then we'll jump. Oh. Guess then there's no use for he's no use to me then. Oh, believe me, I know how you feel. The look on Endo's face spoke volumes. There was no point in interviewing Endo's son if he wasn't with the gang anymore. It figured that Mirkoa's run of good luck would eventually end. Still, he got in a lead in the form of a name, SOS. That was progress. God, I have the damn hiccups. Alright, so back to the matter at hand. He flipped his notepad back open. What did you decide to do about all the juvenile delinquents? I set up tiny little webcams in order to protect my property. I see. And I'm guessing the webcam did the trick? Sure did. And so the other local businesses heard about it and started asking me to install them for them. Web cameras aren't particularly expensive, so I didn't think it was too tough to set them around all over town. So who's in charge of these security cameras? Members of the downtown business committee take turns. These cameras are connected via wireless internet or network. A LAN, or a local area network, communication system that can only be used in limited geographical area. Really? We didn't know that? We all like computers. We all knew that, right? That's right, we all knew that. How's the security for your wireless network? Oh, no problems on that front. Endo seemed surprised at the question. All the footage sent over a network was fully encrypted. A process of setting encoding data so that it is indecipherable by a third party. Restoring encrypted data to its initial form requires what is called a key, and program designed for this purpose. But still, people can't feel too good about being recorded on camera without their knowledge, don't you think? The shopkeeper's expression darkened. We hope to strike a balance between crime and prevention and protecting individual privacy. And who determines what the balance is? Minorikawa let out a note of challenge slip from his voice. That would be me. I've been entrusted with the management of the security cameras. I see. So essentially you're providing your own moral oversight. Are you implying that I'm abusing my authority? Endo shot back. I'm doing this in the name of public order. Right, you've had your 5 minutes. Now get out of here. Shopkeeper stood up and headed to the back. I'm sure that to let wandering angels know about the dry ice machine. I don't know what all it is, but I don't have time to read that. Endo didn't reply. Minorikawa had gotten enough of the story to put an article together, so he decided to hurry to the coffee shop and get started on a copy. He was making my way downtown when he heard his cell phone ring. The incoming call displayed Chiaki's name. Chiaki, what's going on? Oh, it's no use. Sounded like she was on the verge of tears. What's no use? I can't do this. I just can't talk to people passing by on the streets. What? Why not? It's just everyone seems so busy when they're walking past. If I try to interrupt them, they're gonna be all mad at me. Who the hell cares if they get mad? Minorikawa was ready to start ripping his hair out. I don't want them to be mad at me, she whimpered again. Well, this wasn't about what she wanted, was it? She was supposed to be working, not whining. Look, Chiaki, you need to get me those interviews, period. Do I make myself clear? He hung up before he could squeeze in an objection. Damn it. Just I needed one more thing to worry about. He pulled his hair a few times, then cast a worried gaze in the direction of Shibuya Station. To be continued. Okay, I'm not gonna go to Aki's story right now. I'm gonna actually go to Kano's story. I think this is if we do good and not getting Hitomi kidnapped. Okay, I'm gonna stare him down again. Do I find that highly or a little bit offensive that this is anime nerd get up? No, anime nerds look like that. Oh wait, we ain't gotten to that yet. Hold up. I kept going because I thought we were at the point. Whew. Alright. The suspect, meanwhile, was staring out the window. The announcer's electronic voice filled the next compartment. Next stop, Harajuku. Next stop, Harajuku. Huh? Kano almost cried out. It's like he was moving towards the exit door. Apparently, he was the only taking the train one station down the line. The train pulled into Harajuku Station, and the man got off. The area east of Japan Rail Harajuku Station, corresponding to Jingumai 1 Chrome in Shibuya, once a bustling post station, let's just say post station, where travelers could rest while journeying across the country. In modern times, it bustles instead with high schoolers after school displaying flashy fashion youth fashion. Clothing accessories stores and fast food restaurants line the streets. Many cutting-edge trends in Japanese youth culture get their start here. Like the Ganguro girls. You guys know what a Ganguro girl is? I think I'm saying that right. Or Ganguro. I don't know. It's a weird trend they got going over in Japan. I don't know if it's still a trend. I just know at one point it was, and they tend to try to think that they're mimicking Americans, and that's what's the weird part about it. It's like, not all Americans are like that. I'm sorry. Definitely not me. I will show you guys later. So I gotta show you guys two things. Detectives followed him, disembarked accordingly. The suspect walked along the platform and took a seat at an empty bench. He was checking to see Was he checking to see if he had been tailed? Sticking around the platform as you station where you got off was pretty unusual behavior. Not wanting to arouse the man's suspicion, the investigators from the MPD made their way down the stairs as inconspicuously as they could. Kano, however, had a sudden inspiration and went to speak to one of the station attendants. Sorry to bother you, but I think I left something on the train just now. He tried to keep an eye on the man on the bench as he fed his story to the attendant. The suspect sat silently on the bench, a briefcase clutched in hand. He didn't really look like he was checking for a tail. He was waiting here for someone else then. Before long, a train heading counterclockwise, around the loop arrived. The man rose from the bench and stepped onto the boarding area. Wait, the heck? If this guy just got on the clockwise train, why would he just take it back to Shibuya Station? The man boarded the train. Kano had no choice but to follow in suit. What was this guy playing them? I don't know. I suspect the suspect got off again and reached Shibuya. All he'd done was go back to Harajuku and come back right back. Kano reported to Kuzuge. The suspect has returned to Shibuya Station. Acknowledged, keep tailing him. Kano felt himself increasingly paranoid. The criminal organization didn't seem too keen on getting away. And here was HQ giving the guy free rein. Something was off. He was sure of that. As he trailed the mark, Kano took out his phone. What were Teneno's instincts about the case right now? If the senior detective had any device, Kano would love to hear it. He dialed Teneto's number. Look at your dick diary! Gosh. Dick diary. The phone line rang a few times, but nobody picked up. Probably was too busy seeing to Hitomi's safety. Kano felt bewildered. They'd been letting the suspect lead them around for an hour now. During an abduction case, you generally didn't update the victim's family on any development case they tried to interfere. Kano could only imagine what Osawa's family was going through right now. Short walk from Shibuya Station, the briefcase was handed off yet again. This time, the recipient was a tall, dark-skinned man. Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to trail both suspects. This is almost like a good idea, but why? Why so much passing off of the stuff and going back and forth? Like, why? I don't understand. Why? Just for the confusion? I don't know. As the previous man had done, the newest suspect wandered around Dawkins out for a while, repeatedly looping around the same location with a weirdly roundabout way to make a series of handoffs. Excuse me, detective. Oh, white man! Oh, watch out, it's a white man! Go away. Go away, white man. Kano turned around with a start. Oh, hey, I know you. It was Leland Palmer, the lecturer who'd been an eyewitness from the kidnapping. The man practically radiated concern. How is Maria doing? Is she alright? Lies! All lies! This guy don't care shit. I am very worried for her. His Japanese was more halting now. My heart is with her family. Can I give a quick look around? Excuse me. I woke up at 7:15 because my hair appointment was at 8:30. White man out of nowhere. I'm telling you, these white men. These white men. Come on now. Haven't seen overalls on someone in years. Hey, you saw overalls on me, Dominique. Don't you remember? Now I feel like I gotta show you. Don't you remember? Let's see here. I had overalls on. It was like last year, I think. La 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 la, going back, going back. Where is my overall picture? You can't see it in that picture. Well then, it's probably on Discord. Hello, XLV, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Let's see here. There we go. I'm right here, Dominique. Where's my thing? Ta-da! Overalls. As Coco. Right there. In my, Coco from Crash Bandicoot. Overalls. Yeah. Look at me in my overalls. Heck yes. Heck yes in my overalls. But otherwise I hadn't worn overalls since, like, I was a child, so. Anyways. But yep, overalls right there. My cute little outfit. Thank you. Oh, excuse me, thank you. That's cosplay though. Oh no, I don't walk around town. I've actually not even worn those ever since I've gotten them just for the cosplay purposes. So it didn't appear that they were being watched. Maybe Palmer knew more than he told the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. If the syndicate spots us, my cover is blown. We're hosed. I can't stick around like this. Alright, so which one should we do? Should we do that we want to try to get more information out of him? Which I feel like he has more information, but I also don't trust him. I've got, like, eye boogers out the wazoo. Or do we want to not blow our cover? I mean, we can always go back. You know, you guys know that. Well, which one? I feel like I don't trust this man at all. Don't trust him one freaking bit. You guys are saying A? Dominique, I think you like to go just against the crowd. I feel like he's in on it, though. Maybe Palmer knew more than he talked about the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. Actually, Leland, you mind if I ask you a few more questions about the party where the kidnapping occurred? Leland squared his shoulders. No, please, ask anything. Do you know what time Maria showed up at the event? Leland hesitated, thinking. Probably around 6 o'clock. She was there when it started. Was there anyone else around there who stood out? Stood out? How? Like someone you usually wouldn't expect to see there. Yourself, because you're a white man? No, I don't think so. There was a student from my class, including the exchange students. Oh yeah, that's right. You can be there. Not much new here, Kano thought. He decided to ask one last question. Did you happen to hear why Hitomi was running late in the first place? No. Sorry, I'm not very helpful, am I? Leland dipped his head in apology. It's alright, thank you for your cooperation. Please help Maria. I will. Kano parted ways with Leland and went back to tailing the suspect. Oh, shit. He pulled his phone from his pocket. It was Rumi again. It was weird that she called twice when she knew it was in the middle of something important. Had something happened while she was waiting for the cafe with Shuzhuzo, her daddy? Kana picked up it hurriedly. What's the matter? What's the matter? You know what the matter is. Rather than Rumi's soft soprano, it was a threatening masculine voice that came over the phone. Uh-oh. Kana felt his whole body stiffen with dread. Is this my father-in-law speaking? Don't remember being anyone's father-in-law. The speaker's tone was firm and flat. Nope, that was all they gave. That was definitely not my phone. The speaker's tone was firm and flat. No, I know. I just, Kano found himself a loss of words. So you're dating my daughter, huh? Sir, yes, sir. Kano barely squeaked out a reply. Thinking about getting married? Yes, sir. And speaking of which, I'd love the chance to sit down and have a nice, long... Then how are you gonna keep me waiting? Hurry up and get your ass over here. Oh, how very much Kano wished he could go exactly to... Sir, I would, but forget it. The words came in an angry huff. You can't have her. Goodbye. What? Sir, please wait. As Kano cried in desperation, he heard Rumi's voice on the other end of the line. Dad, you can't just use my phone like that. You were taking too long in the bathroom. Give it back. Rumi? Kano tried and failed to keep heartbreak out of his voice. Sweetie, what's wrong? Your father just said he doesn't want us getting married. What? Dad, why did you say that to my boyfriend? Listen to you, calling that boy you little pet names and whatnot. I think you're too attached. Daddy, you haven't even met him. That's why I told you to come see me. That's how long it's gonna wait. How long is he gonna make me wait? Kano listened as the two argued over the phone. The phone must be lying somewhere between them. Could this be any more awkward? Rumi, I'm sorry, Kano shouted apologetically into the mouthpiece. This is all my fault. Please don't fight like this. The phone clattered as Rumi scrambled to bring it to her cheek. No, I'm the one that should be sorry. Sorry for what? Wishizu again, grumbling in the background. You have nothing to apologize for. I'll deal with my father, Rumi said hastily. You just focus on work, sweetie. I know you're in the middle of something really important. Thanks, Rumi. Kano was legitimately touched. I'll do my best. Kano hung up and went back to the task at hand, more determined than ever. Heck yes. Alright. Oh, briefcase! For Rumi's sake, not to mention the victims, he needed to focus on cracking this case. The man he was telling was walking several meters ahead. There was no telling because they might give the arrest order. Kano braced himself to spring into action the very instant the order came down. Mobile command, all units. Once more, the director's came over the wireless. Was it to make the arrest at last? We've identified the man who picked up the briefcase by the statue of Hachi. No arrest yet, but still a crucial development. That creepy guy with the creepy smile. His name is... Okay, why are these names? Tariq Al-Karawan. He's got priors for larceny, illegal possession of narcotics, you name it. He belongs to a foreign criminal syndicate that's operating in Shibuya. Kano felt his apprehension rising. If this syndicate was behind the kidnapping, they were anything but amateurs. And they thought they might be leading the police in a wild goose chase. They certainly weren't playing around. To be continued. Woo! Alright. So... I don't know if there's anything else besides Aki. Because we got that to be continued that we can't get there yet. But Osawa, I don't know if we have... I don't know if that's gonna make a difference or not. Let me try doing it this way. Let's see if we make a different choice if we've got something else different. Has there been any progress? Makino asked as soon as he picked up his voice from somewhere. No, nothing much yet. A tiny sigh came relief from the other end. I see. Then what can I do for you? Sir, I'll just get right to the point. Have you conducted clinical trials using the antiviral drug? Makino didn't respond right away. What makes you think that? Describe the emails he received. When he'd finished, Makino let out a breath of surprise. Not over the phone, he said. We'll discuss this in person. I head over to your place when I'm done here. As soon as possible, sir. As soon as I can manage. You're not the only person who's busy. I don't think that happened last time. Do you guys? Had to have been human testing. I don't remember this conversation too much. Mr. Azar, are you going somewhere? A stoic-looking man in the hallway. Detective of the Shibuya precinct. Okay. His treatment of the kidnapping case gave an impression of a flighty detachment. I swear, something in my eye. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing my eye, but you guys ever have like a glaze or an eye booger over your eye and you can feel it every time you blink? And I'm trying to get it to go in the corner of my eye so I can get it out. It's bothering me. Go away. It's like glazing over my contact or something. Gave an impression of a flighty detachment that made him seem rather undependable. No, not really. Have there been any developments, detective? Kajiwara shook his head quietly. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really sure what to tell you. Kajiwara then slipped his hand into his suit pocket. He pulled out a banana! Like, we don't know what a banana is. A highly nutritious fruit belonging to the family. Wow, okay, wow. Okay. We know exactly what a banana is. Are you hungry? He pulled out of his pants, by the way. He pulled it out of his pants. That's exactly where that banana came from. Out of his pants. I'm telling you. I'm fine, thanks. I don't remember this banana, so this is definitely new. Seemed to lack a detective's sense of situational awareness. Just being around him got on Asawa's nerves. Well, sir, you should come with me. If you don't mind. He took him by the arm. It's gonna kill him. Yep, that's what a banana is. You didn't know? That's what it was. As Kajiwara hurried toward the living room, Masawa could hear other detectives talking on their side of the door. He's working at a time like this? Seriously? Sheesh, I don't get rich people and their priorities. Yeah, I feel bad for his daughter. Her dad's a real piece of work. Nice, they're bad-mouthing him in his own house. Oh, I'm really sorry about that, Kajiwara said, pausing in embarrassment. Masawa pushed past him and opened the door. Rude-ass people. A number of police detectives were holed up in the living room. They all looked at him like, what? Was that one guy in the over right here? Right here. The second guy, is his eyes halfway shut? He's asleep. He's asleep. They suddenly went silent as Sawa entered. So tell me, he said sarcastically, would you rather I stay here weeping as I watch this disaster unfold? The detectives winced and grimaced. Forgive me for not being a perfect father, he added, his hostility building. Kajiwara stepped forward to intervene before things got out of hand. Now, let's not be touchy. I am not being touchy, Osawa snapped. But he knew full well he was. These guys had the time to sit around backbiting him, but not to be going out and bringing Maria to safety. Already close to half the day was gone by without any new development. The ransom demand had become in previous night at 8 o'clock. Maria had been abducted roughly an hour before. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. by Hachi Shibuya. Have the sister Hitomi bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit. The kidnapper called out only once, so the police were unable to run a trace. I'll do it, Hitomi said. Anything for my sister. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a pants banana. That could be taken in so many different ways. Yep. You guys ever seen the movie It's Pat? And I don't know if you know the whole basis of the movie. I just know, like, in It's Pat, everyone's trying to figure out, is Pat a girl or a guy? And nobody can ever figure it out. I think it's actually played by a girl, and Chris is actually played by a guy, and Chris is also one of those that you're not sure if it's a guy or girl. But Pat has one guy walk up to him/her and was all like, I think It's Pat was also like a Saturday Night Live thing or a Mad TV bit, something like that. But walks over to Pat and is all like, is that a banana in your pants? Are you happy to see me? And she's like, it's a banana, and if you want one, go get your own. And I just think that's so funny. It's like, just go get your own. It was SNL? Okay. I thought it was SNL. I wasn't sure if it was that or Mad TV. I didn't think Mad TV really had any movies made out of it, but you never know. But yeah, it was just like, is that a banana in your pants? Or are you happy to see me? It's like, it's a banana, and if you want one, go get your own. That was funny. Anyway. She didn't hesitate in the slightest at the suggestion that she make the ransom handoff. Osawa was staunchly opposed to the idea, but the police were of the opinion that it was better to comply, I'm guessing, to the kidnapper's demands. Ai's reaction, on the other hand, baffled nearly everyone. We don't have 50 million just lying around. The police are going to be putting that together for us. Kajiwara stepped in and reassured. It comes down to it, the police will be able to help raise the money. Okay, go ahead and do it then. We need you to pay it back afterwards, though, of course. Well, what's the point in that? It's like a loan, you bitch. Ai's voice spiked up in a piercing shriek. Calm down, Osawa told her. You're making a scene. Ai turned away in a huff. It's all right, Detective, Osawa continued. I'll talk to the bank first thing in the morning and figure something out. At that, Ai stormed out of the room. Kajiwara bowed his head several times in apology. As soon as Hitomi made contact, we'll apprehend the subject and take things from there. What? Hold on. Won't that put Maria in danger? If we let the kidnapper get away with the money, we have no proof that he will return the hostage safely afterwards. There is a certain logic there, Osawa had conceded. I see, he said. So you're saying that catching this guy will be easier for you if he keeps my daughter hostage. No, that's not what I was implying at all. Wiped away the sweat off his brow. At least I promise we'll get your daughter back safe and sound, okay? Obviously, there was nothing to be gained from challenging the detectives. Alright then. I'll let the police do their job. Osawa bowed even lower than Kajiwara did. How long are you just gonna loaf around? I shrieked as he stormed into the room. Hurry up and arrest this guy. She's becoming increasingly hysterical. An hour had passed since the suspect had taken the money, and yet the police had made no effort to apprehend him. The police apparently had a rule against discussing an operative before it was fully resolved, so the Osawas were left in the dark. But they had overheard the task force talking over the witness, and it appeared that they were deliberately letting the suspect roam free. Hey, I snapped again. If he gets away with our money, you're going to reimburse us, right? Osawa scowled. She made it sound like this money was more important than Maria's life. The detectives exchanged uneasy glances. Oh my god. Yeah, tell that wife to shut the fuck up. That's what I want to say. What do you guys think? I think she should shut the fuck up and just listen. Crazy bitch. Shut her up. She needs to be put in her place. Because your daughter's life is more important than freaking money. Right? Crazy lady. Crazy lady. Yeah, tell that lady. Yeah, we're doing it. Osawa chided his wife. It's only money. It doesn't matter. Only money? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much we're talking about here? The ferocity in her voice left him with no response. He should have known better than to expect to make sacrifices for her daughters. Or his daughters. By now, he was accustomed to Ai's coldness toward the two girls. The twins were Osawa's daughters from his first wife. Ah, that passed away. That's why she don't care. It's not her children. Most moms would care. Even if they were her stepchildren. She'd still care. Makes me sad. I had no blood ties to Maria or Hitomi herself. Well, I continue. Shut the fuck up. Are the police going to reimburse us or not? She glared pointedly at Kajiwara. Well, right now we're focused on making sure Maria is safe. I stormed up to him, shouting right into his face. Stop dodging the question. Answer me. Yes, of course. Maybe, would you like something to eat to help calm you down? He held out a banana. I smacked it out of his hand. She don't want no banana. What? She don't want no banana. Oh dear, what a waste. You can still eat that banana. It has a peel on it. It's not a waste. Wow. He is like freaked out over his fruit. Osawa went over to Tanaka and whispered into his ear. I'm going to meet with Mr. Makino. Tanaka nodded silently. Turning, Osawa saw Kajiwara in their direction. They made eye contact, but Osawa quickly looked away and strode out of the living room. Get that banana out of my face. Boom! Kaya followed after him. Excuse me, Mr. Osawa? Yes, what is it? The detective fussed sheepishly with his hair and forced a smile. Sir, we appreciate it if you can remain in the living room as much as possible. Osawa was in no mood to stand on the proprietary. Look, I've got a ton of work to do. Are you here to tell me to play the role of a grieving father too? No, not at all. Personally, I happen to think you're an admirable father, Mr. Osawa. Admirable. Did the word have a ring of sarcasm? I had no way to tell if I was being forthright with him or not. You're no ordinary fellow, Mr. Osawa. You're a genius. A genius? Me? Osawa made a skeptical noise. Am I mistaken, sir? You've made very important strides in the field of virus research. This guy, I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. I'm poking my nose right here on my thing. This is what I do. I poke my nose. I poke my nose. Or so I've been told. Osawa wasn't sure how to respond. He had never considered himself a genius. He was just someone who was more interested in viruses than he was in other people. Everyone who's a genius is also a bit odd after all. Probably he intended that as a compliment, but still. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with weirdos. Nope, nothing wrong with them at all. So as long as they leave ordinary folks like alone, you know? So is this guy trying to praise me or insult me? Osawa lets out a heavy sigh. Genius, weirdo, what did it matter? As long as he could be left to his work, he didn't care one whit how he looked in one way people's eyes or another. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his forehead with the handkerchief. By the way, what are you working on right now? I'm afraid you wouldn't understand even if I explained it to you. Right, precisely. Even if I gave it my full attention, it would still be beyond me. He peered with sudden intensity at Osawa's face. Oh, okay, dude. I'd appreciate it if you didn't hide things from me, sir. Osawa gasped at a loss for words. Oh, I'm sorry. Goodness, that made it sound like I'm accusing you of hiding something, didn't it? The detective bowed his head repeatedly. Banana? I hope you'll forgive me. He held out a banana. Get that banana out of here. Get it out of here. Nobody wants that banana. Get it out. Get it out of here. That won't be necessary. How about this then? He pulled out a chocolate bar from his pocket. I wish I had chocolate. No, thank you. Did the guy just carry endless food supply wherever he went? It looks like it's already been chewed on too, so I don't want that. Oh my. Oh my. Your geniuses really are tough to sort out. He inclined his head, mumbling to himself for a moment. Banana phobia, right? What can I get for you then, sir? What I'd really like is some time by myself. Get the fuck out of here. In a daze of expiration, Osawa felt his way to his study. Locking the door, he finally let out a breath he's been holding. Then his eyes alighted on the bookshelf against the wall. Oh, look. Oh, how cute. Oh, it's so cute. Look at him. That's so cute. Okay, I'm done. He pulled out a photo album and began flipping through it. There were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony. Their mother had already passed away from illness, so Osawa had taken the girls himself. He remembered that after the ceremony, Hitomi had come down with a fever. Freaking adorable, right? Hitomi had been a rather sickly as a girl, falling bedridden at the drop of a hat. Maria, by contrast, had been lively and energetic. Quite a handful. Osawa was found it remarkable that their personalities would be so different despite them being twins. Oh, Lord Rehthea is adorable too. He flipped further into that I read music over here, love that music, and then I was reading it. There was a picture of the three of them at their grade school graduation. Maria was looking away from the camera. Osawa felt like something had stabbed a dagger in his heart. His daughters, her virology, which truly consumed him more. Which did he truly love? Your daughters, but you also don't want that virus getting out. It was ridiculous to try to compare the two. He'd known the answer before he'd even asked himself. Even so, human emotions were complicated and sometimes made people act inconsistently. One of the consequences was that this was photo album. It was the last photo he had of Maria. He searched and searched the rest of the album, but she was nowhere else to be found. To be continued. Alright. So, the last one we have to do right now is Achi's, right? I think everything else is to be continued. Yeah, everything else is to be continued, so we gotta go to Achi's. So I think what we'll do is we'll do Achi's and get to the end of that to either where it's to be continued or we go jump to another person and then we'll probably end the stream there. So let me go ahead, click on that. We're waiting for the van. Alright, here comes the van. Hitomi, look. There it was. The blue van. Blue van had appeared nearby, parked in a spot that had been empty previously. Aichi couldn't see who was inside, but there was definitely something fishy about it. Besides, there weren't any other blue cars around, so it had to be it. He had been right. The crook had come back after all. I'm going to take a quick look, Aichi said. You wait here. But before he could carry out his plan, Hitomi jumped to her feet. Without a word, she rushed over to the van. Hold on, I said wait. She wasn't slowing down. Aichi caught a hold of her arm. Wait. This could be dangerous. What if it's kidnappers in there? And what if my sister's in there? I have to go help her. Aichi knew full well what it was like to be impulsive. But this was the situation where cooler heads would have to prevail. We can't just hang out here, she insisted. What if the car takes off again? That's why I said I was gonna go look first. But isn't that dangerous? What if they do something to my sister because some random guy comes snooping around? Oh, yeah, you got a point. Aichi thought as fast as he could. The criminal told Hitomi to get into the van. There was something specific reason for that. What if they were planning to abduct her as well? Whatever the case is, he couldn't let her go. He had to make a snap decision. Look, just let me go first. I don't want to put you at any risk. Okay, let's go together then. Does that work for you? I don't know. I feel like going together would be more suspicious because they already know what she looks like because obviously she is a twin. So I think going together would be more suspicious than letting him just go first. What do you guys think? Which one? Which one? Which one do you guys think? A. 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 I think A too, just because if they're already just looking for her by herself, they see him with her, they might get super suspicious. I mean, we can always go back, you know. This is not a commitment we have to have completely. All right. Look, just let me go first. I don't want to put you at any risk. But at the same time, now that I think about it, what if I leave her alone and she gets kidnapped? Shit, I may have picked the wrong one. Because that may not even be the right van. I may have made a boo-boo, but we'll see. Hitomi's determination wavered at the look in Archie's eyes. Please, he continued. We have no idea who or what we might run into. If they think they're gonna try run off again, I'll give them some signal. Then you can come along, and I doubt they'll be interested in leaving them. Hitomi gave a reluctant nod. Please be careful. Will do. And tell me if my sister's in there. I will. You can count on it. Is that the van with the guy in it? Holy, wait. You guys remember at the very beginning? Is that the guy in the van? That might be what it is. And that was a bad thing when we did that. If you guys remember, there was an explosion when we did that. We may have did the right thing. I don't know. We'll see. Aichi stepped into the open and started walking towards the van. He tried his best to look as if he wasn't paying any attention. Yep, I'm just an ordinary passerby. As he got near, he tried to sneak a glimpse inside. The van's dark window film made it hard to see who might be inside or even how many people. Casually, he moved closer to get a better look. Shot. And a bunch of white folks. Suddenly, the sliding door burst open and several people jumped out. None of them were Japanese. White folks, I'm telling you. The white folks. Within moments, Achi was surrounded. Whoa. Hey, what's the deal, Achi said. He let out a little chuckle. Man, that thing must be packed. How many seats you got in this thing? Anything. Anyway, he took another step towards the vehicle and looked inside. Oh, shit! One of them pulled out a knife inside his jacket, thrusting it in Achi's direction. He probably meant it as a simple threat, but on reflex, Achi went into self-defense mode, kicking him right in the jaw. Hell yeah. There was a loud crack as his foot connected. Yep, his head's dead. He's broke. He's dead. The man dropped out like a light. The others started to rush him. UPS truck! Oh my gosh. Well, this sure hadn't gone as planned. Too late to take it back now. The damage was done. And Achi was going to have to take the rest of these punks out too. He nimbly shifted his feet, evaded their initial attack. Having to take these guys 3-1 wasn't going to be pretty. Achi! She looks really weird. Hitomi cried out. Crap! He hadn't given any signal, but she had come out of hiding anyway. Hitomi, stay back! How is he supposed to fight 3 guys and protect her at the same time? What could he do? What should he do? Oh, someone's taking pictures. One of them might have a banana. They might. You never know. You never know. Then moments, a number of passers-by had gathered around the fight. Maybe they heard the Hitomi shouting. Hey, what's going on? Oh my god, is that a knife? This ain't some petty squabble. Someone called the police. Some of them began taking photos with their cell phones. One of the men cursed in frustration, then signaled to get his buddies back into the car. Achi couldn't stop them. The engine roared to life, and the van sped away. Knowing he'd never catch them on foot, Achi merely watched it go. Well, that sucks. He'd failed. This was his fault, all of it. Achi bit his lip hard. How could he possibly face Hitomi now? Like that? Achi. Hitomi's voice hollowed and empty. Achi stared down at his feet and scolded the child. I'm sorry. I didn't see whether your sister was there or not. I see. The words were simple, matter of fact, stung him to the heart. I'm so sorry. But Hitomi simply shook her head. The fact was that she wasn't chewing him out made him feel a lot worse. I know I messed up and all, but he was going to say, I'll make it up for you somehow. But he froze with fear of what she would say next. Across the street, staring at them, was a man with a cane. Hitomi, it's him! They had to get out of there. Start running again. He grabbed Hitomi by the hand and bolted down Dagazaga. The assassin followed, staying on the side of the road. Aichi wasn't sure what to do. Should they try heading to the alleys and side streets again? No, it was more dangerous to head someplace they'd been fewer witnesses. Best to stick to Dagazaga for now. The man would not be able to gun them down if they managed to lose themselves in a crowd along Central Guy. First, besides the guy had to use a cane, Aichi and Hitomi could outrun him. Hand in hand, they sped along Dagazaga and through the intersection in front of the 109 building. Come on, Hitomi, just a little further. Okay. She was panting, but she pressed on. Aichi risked a glance back over his shoulder. Huh? He stopped in surprise. What's wrong? Hitomi asked. The guy, he's not following us. The slope leading down to the intersection wasn't at all steep. Several plain-clothes detectives have been hiding amidst the crowd in the intersection as part of the kidnapping stakeout. Right now, the director Kuze is sending a message to all officers over the wireless so that the detectives have to stop listening in. It's a bit unusual, and an observant individual might notice. It's strange that the gunman hadn't bothered to pursue. Still, there's no time to worry about the behavior right now. Hitomi, can you still run? Yes, I'm alright. Then, this is our chance. This way. They need to put plenty of distance between them before the assassins came again. But they also need to find the van again and rescue Hitomi's sister. Would they be able to find it and stay hidden with the man from the cane? Aichi wasn't sure one way or the other, but with Hitomi in tow, he hurried onward towards Center Guy. To be continued. So I think we finished all of them of these chapters. Interesting. When she's dead, you understand? He's back. Right back where we started. Buddy, you're a weirdo. Eels and I are on the same page. What the heck is going on? Please keep this email a secret. Oh, man. Yeah. The music's so amazing. It's like Cowboy Bebop to me. Cat's out of the bag. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So now we are on chapter, well, I say about chapter 3, but it's times noon to 1. And we have all these people we can play again. So I think these are the only protagonists we can play throughout the entire game. So this has been interesting. What do you guys think? I think it's a very interesting concept for a game. It's super interesting, the fact that, you know, it uses live action. Like I said, I think this came out, what, 2008? Is that correct? Or something like that. So it's been a while. Or was it 2008? I don't remember. Yeah, 2008. So this game is from 2008. It originally came out actually on PlayStation 3. It's a very interesting concept. It's just, you know, it's like a choose your own adventure. And, you know, when you do that, you sometimes you get more stuff to choose, or like, oh, it's a dead end. So you have to go back and then choose something else and then go back. You guys remember Choose Your Own Adventure books? Those were amazing, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember them, but they're amazing. Alright, so yeah, it is very interesting. Yeah, this game is super cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is I want to show you stuff real quick that I told you I was going to show you because I remembered. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of this so it's not so loud. My battery's about to die on my thing anyway. So what I wanted to show you was two things. Okay, first of all, if I remember how to spit. Ganguro. So they were talking about fashion, right? Fashion inside of I can't even think what it's called. Fashion in Japan and stuff like that and different things. And you've got the stuff like the, I think it's called fruits? Something quick. Let's see here. Japanese fruits. Is it fruits fashion? There's something, they do a lot of layers and I don't remember what it's called. Like Japanese fashion, okay. Yeah, Harajuku is a fashion. And that's actually, you know, why you got Harajuku girls and stuff like that. But I can't remember exactly what it's called. And that may be it. That may actually be it. But my sister had this book, and I'm going to go to my raid screen right here. Had a book. And it has all these people that wear these bright colors, so many layers. This is a fashion statement. Right here. A bunch of layers, a bunch of colors. You know, stuff like that. That's a fashion thing. Of course, you got like Lolita as well. Lolita's like baby dolls and stuff. Yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing. Where they want to wear all these colorful patterns and layers. It's all about layers and patterns. You know, stuff like that. That's a I don't know if it's still a thing. I still don't know if it is. You've also got your Lolita. You know, you got your like darker Lolita. That looks like, you know, baby doll, and then like baby doll goth. But then you've also got like, you know, your baby doll outfits and everything like that. So those are some fashionable stuff in Japan. Real, you know, kind of out there stuff. That's really small picture. But yeah, the colorful layers of stuff, that just seems like so much. I remember this being in one of my sister's books. She has a whole book on this type of fashion, everything like that. How do I know all this? Well, being an anime fan and wanting to go to Japan and everything like that, my sister and I would either read up about it and stuff like that, or buy books, read books, you know. So that's how we know about some of this stuff. One of the other fashions, I'm going to go out of it so you guys can't see it. One of the other fashions, and this is meant to be mimicking Americans, okay? This is supposed to be mimicking Americans. It's called, and you may have seen this in some stuff, it's called Ganguro makeup. Basically, what it is it's a Ganguro girls, and they basically tan the crap out of their bodies because they think that Americans just tan the crap out of their face and their body and everything, and they leave this white around their eyes, I guess because when you go to a tanning booth, you wear goggles so your eyes don't obviously get burned or anything like that. So this is a fashion. It seems like he's doing the fashion as well. But this is a thing, and they wear brightly colored, you know, stuff. But they think this is like, this is what Americans do. They're mimicking Americans, supposedly. I think that's correct. But they just, like, want the blonde hair. They want the freaking, like, you know, dark skin. And then all that kind of stuff. I think they actually think that they think it looks good. I think some of them actually think it looks good. And some may actually make fun of it, but some of them think it looks good. They want the pale hair. They want the pale hair because, you know, most of the time, you know, people who tan a lot like to bleach their hair. You know, it's a look. It's a crazy look. I don't know why, but it is. It's a look. Super crazy look. Crazy. Anyway. How to Manba makeup. And I don't even know, maybe they're not even tan. Maybe they're actually putting makeup on their face. They're acting like they are here. But yeah, it's almost weird. It's almost, I guess, maybe a little bit insulting. Kind of like, you know, like obviously don't do blackface. That's completely inappropriate. Completely. You know, and then maybe this is kind of like their version of us like that, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. I just think it's really weird. I'm like, that's not a good look. I'm sorry. I don't feel like that's a good look. Not for anybody in America. Not for anybody in Japan. Like, I think the only reason anyone should do that, and I still don't think they should, is if you're cosplaying. Like, there have been characters in animes and stuff like that actually look like this. So I don't know. It's so hard to say because obviously if I'm cosplaying a character from an anime, let's just say, or a cartoon or something, and let's just say a cartoon or something like that, and that character is black, I am definitely not going to put darker skin on myself to try to look more like that character. That is so inappropriate. I would not do that. I don't know why people think it's okay to do that. What the heck is on this girl's fingers? What the heck? That is like, wow. No. No. That looks terrible. Anyway, but yeah, that's completely inappropriate. Completely inappropriate to me. This just is not a good look. They think that they're Barbie or something. I don't know. All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you is, okay, so on the thing, you saw that last picture of the guy in the suit that looked like he was wearing some kind of like tight M&S, you know, whatever, shorts and all that kind of stuff. There's this one guy. Hold on. There's this one guy, and his name is Masaki Sumitani. And I don't remember how I came across this, but just watch this. This is hilarious. Just watch this. Please just watch this. It's hilarious. Okay? Watch this.
次行くんですね。大阪府レイザーラモンさん。どうもグッドイーブニング。お茶の間パパママ困り顔レーザーラモン住谷です。今回私はハードゲー自身に初の依頼が来ました。
ハードゲー。
でも最近場所を移転したラーメン屋さんがお客さんの入りが悪くて困っているらしいのです、そこで私に助けをしてほしいというので助けを求めたのね。これは行くしかありません、来るもの拒まぬこの体
Japan's crazy to begin with
ということで今日もちょっとレーザーラモンの活躍を見てみましょう。どうぞ。
一度はやってみたかったハードゲイの僕が
ハードゲイを
困っているラーメン屋さんを助けてみました。
Oh, I love this guy. An SOS! Studs of Shibuya. So he's basically trying to run a ramen shop. But that's what I was reminded of. Yeah, it's totally the same thing.
はい、私です。 あなたですか。
はい。
ワイルドでいい感じですね。おお。
こちら3月の方に移転してきたんですけども、
はい。
周りにやっぱラーメン屋さんも他にいますし、ちょっとまだお店の方がこう地に根付いてないみたいな感じで。
ああ、なるほど、ラーメン屋が多い。
はい。
ラーメン戦争。
I love that they're playing Ricky Martin music.
ちっちゃな頃からハードゲイ15でハードゲイと呼ばれたよナイフみたいにハードゲイ触るものみなハードゲイいらっしゃいませようこそハードゲイラーメンへ
He's like, bye, I'm gone.
今日はねハードゲイが接客するサービスデーとなってますのでどうぞ食券の方オッケーリラックスしてくださいね食べてくださいねちょっと待ち時間ねあるんでこれ読んでくださいよかっこいい体オッケーこれしか置いてません
Oh, so yeah, this is basically what I had in mind. It's so funny. It's so funny. God, okay, that's so funny. Anyway, all right, guys. So what we're gonna do is, he's like, maybe I'll visit tomorrow, right? He's like, maybe not today. I don't think so. All right, so let me see who all is streaming right now, and let's see if we can go raid somebody. It's so strange that sometimes people's names pop up and then sometimes they don't. Real crazy. All right, I'm gonna go over here and see. Is he done streaming? I hate it when it shows me that they're streaming and then they're not streaming. Let's see here. I guarantee you no one else is playing this game, but let's see. I'm the only one streaming it. Yes, of course I am. Everyone's playing other stuff. I don't think I have but 2 people. I gotta make more friends so I can go raid them. Let's see here. Commercial. Alright, guys. So what we're gonna do is, if you guys will stick around, we are gonna go do a raid. And what I need you guys to do is do hashtag the alien raid. And I need you guys to go over there. If you just, well, actually, you guys just stay in the stream. We'll be able to go over and raid somebody. Oh, yes. And that's what I need you to do. So you guys do hashtag the alien raid. So right now they are playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you real quick. This is who we're going to go raid right here. We're going to go raid him. But because of the way we do this now, I'm just going to go over here and go to chat. And what happens is I'll type in raid and type in his name. And you guys will automatically get taken over there. So I don't have to worry about, you know, you guys have to go. You guys just stay in my chat. You'll automatically be moved over there. But what that means is I'm going to have to go ahead and say goodbye and stuff to you guys. Because when it does that, it cuts mine off and you can't see or hear me anymore. So that's different than how we used to do it on YouTube and everything like that. So, but yes, thank you guys so much for being here today. I'm really wondering how much longer this game is going to be because it's very interesting and I want to know what happens. Where is the bioterrorism? Where are the cat fights? We need to know all of that stuff. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, stick around in the chat for just a moment. The raid should happen automatically. You guys just go over there and do hashtag the alien raid. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a super amazing night. Keep gaming, and I'll catch you guys later.
On your cauldron that it's difficult to see. I just tried to go up. You have to basically focus on that white part of the handle and go opposite. This is me going up and to the left. You go right. Up and to the right, you go left.